the counter. Oh, okay. What's going on, world? Hope all is well. Much love. I got my family in here. The Pit Stop Podcast. Mine is K Ego, of course. You know what I'm saying? He's here with us in spirit. You know what I'm saying?
And I got Daryl.
And I got Chill.
And you know, Chill Mitchell, the legend. You know what I'm saying? But introduce yourselves real quick, brothers.
Our money bags 1/4 for the Pit Stop Podcast, man. Shout out to my man Cool, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
And I'm, you know what I'm saying, Jerry Day, McCray, Big Game James.
Big Game James. I like the new moniker.
Yeah, man, Big Game James, Jerry Day. You know what I'm saying? Like Hunter, like E said, man, you know what I'm saying, 1/4 for the pod, the Pit Stop pod. And Hunter, like you said, man, appreciate you having us, man.
We about to do some sports talk, right? So Jay, you said something earlier, right? It was seeing Sam Darnold going to the Seahawks with no receiver just made me think about it. Like with the Myles Garrett situation, like not to get too deep in just him per se, but just the thought process of what matters more, and specifically football, because we know the NBA dude's getting a different type of money. But does winning matter more or getting money?
Sure.
What should matter more to NFL players? What y'all think? Getting the money or playoff success and chips?
At this point in my life,
yeah,
that I am. Fuck that ring.
yeah. In the words of the great Tidwell from Show Me the Money. Yeah, nah, bro. Hey, look. Hey, man, your babies can't eat them rings, man. It's good to have, and it's good for your legacy.
It's a lot of people in the Hall of Fame that don't got rings.
Yeah,
facts. A lot of people in the Hall of Fame that don't got rings. Like, don't get me wrong. I play to win a game, but I'm trying to secure my family. NFL stands for not for long.
Yeah. Right.
And so I'm trying to secure my family. I'm trying to get that bag, get that bread, and the contracts are not guaranteed. You get guaranteed money, but not a guaranteed contract.
Yeah.
And it's incentive based. I'm not care about that damn ring. You know how many NFL players done pawned their Super Bowl ring?
Right, and but that's what's going to be wild about the Myles Garrett situation, because I seen like one of the headlines. I didn't read the interview, but he was talking about how frustrated he was about not winning. But as soon as them people offered you that money, you signed that. I ain't mad at you.
Is he the highest non-quarterback position in the league now? Because at first it was Crosby, right?
So he might have just jumped Crosby, because Crosby just got his deal. You know, whoever get the deal first, the next one get a bigger one.
Yeah, he jumped Max Crosby.
Max the same thing. Like, well, they might do a little something sneaky in with the Raiders. I mean, they're not gonna make it out of the division, though.
But now think about this: you're making, if you're Max Crosby, you're making hundreds of million dollars living in Vegas. Sign me up, brother. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. Sign me up.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Young, you late 20s.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Franchise player.
If I win, I win. But all right.
And they'll do better with Pete Carroll. They got Geno.
Hey,
but the Browns are not doing nothing.
Yeah, that's why they had to pay Myles Garrett that much money, because they had to pay him a lot of money to stay in Ohio. Yo, it's snowing, it's cold, and you ain't winning either.
He still will end up asking for a trade. Just gonna wait for like 2 more years.
Exactly.
I mean, once all the guaranteed money gone, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Right. So
unless you gonna read me up,
yeah, they were like, "Oh, we got $300 million for you." You like, you twisted my arm.
Yeah,
they might get a quarterback for him. But speaking of quarterbacks, right? How do y'all view Shedeur Sanders in the NFL? Like, never matters. Is he just ready to start off the break?
Yeah.
But do y'all see him being somebody that could be a top tier quarterback in the league?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
with the right line.
I mean, with the right line,
he definitely gonna need a line.
Yeah,
that part.
He could throw that motherfucker.
Right, because he was taking big hits.
Yeah,
he throw it. He accurate.
Would you take him over Cam?
Yo, what's crazy is probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Cam has the it factor, and the reason why I say he has the it factor, Cam is he got the heart too.
Mm-hmm.
He got the attitude, and
he a dog.
Yeah, he a dog. He got the dog attitude, and you can't buy that. That's just it got to be in you.
Mm-hmm.
So, but IQ, I would definitely lean towards Shedeur.
Yeah,
he's been training with Tom Brady.
He's like a mini Brady almost.
Yeah, so I would definitely give that to him. But Cam got the it factor, like Lamar Jackson. Like Lamar wasn't the best polished quarterback when he came out of Louisville.
He worked at it a lot.
Yeah, he worked there a lot.
About putting him at wide receiver.
Right, he worked there a lot. So I put him in that same boat. Cam is like Lamar Jackson, bro. Like he's you can see he got something there.
They said Anthony Richardson had the it factor.
And then they signed Daniel Jones.
Hey, like,
well, just kill my argument at that point. Okay, that was a
one-liner.
He gave me the worst of the worst though. Anthony Richardson, goddamn, son.
I'm just saying they drafted the boy 5 last year or something like that.
4, I think it was 2 years ago. He was the 4th or 5th pick.
4th or 5th pick.
It was 2 years ago.
He done been hurt most of his career.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The injury. What he had season-ending injury his first year, right?
Right. I think he played half the season. I can't remember how many games he played.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I don't know. I like if he takes on the Dion moniker, like if Shador has that Dion in him, you know what I'm saying, his father, then you know what I'm saying, like it's like
you think that'll work at the quarterback position though?
You gotta have confidence.
Yeah.
You gotta have confidence to play quarterback because they gotta believe in you.
Right.
Right.
They gotta believe in you. Like what he said. If you ain't looking to win, don't draft me. You gotta come in with that mindset.
Well, see, let's discuss that because the NFL is a business. What you mean looking to win? Like, what are you talking about?
You know what it means.
You to come in and you want your organization to be a great organization, and you looking to win and become it's we know it's a business, but
no, what I'm saying
example,
yeah, go ahead.
Camera right here. The Dallas Cowboys are not trying to win. They're not looking to win.
You ain't lying.
They're not trying to win. Dre makes a shitload of money.
So that's why I kind of gotta push back on Shador's point because it's like, what do you mean if you ain't trying to win? Half the league ain't won Super Bowls, young man. Everybody's not trying to win. They're trying to make money, put people in the seats, and you probably gonna go somewhere.
You're gonna always put people in the seats. It's the NFL.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, the worst team's gonna put people in the seats.
Yeah.
Detroit put people in the seats for years.
Right.
Right, but you got to have some decent play. They had Hall of Fame players though.
But still, but after that,
no, they had them. Barry Sanders.
I said after that.
Calvin Johnson.
Hey, no.
But after that.
Hey, look, we had to go through the Dan Orlovsky years. Yeah. Dan Orlovsky, shout out to Dan Orlovsky. He was there. He was
He's a way better commentator than a quarterback. He talks so big and he be breaking it down. You would think this man was a Pro Bowler for 10 years.
I mean,
he has the funniest highlight of all. Those.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, most of the people that play that position, they know the game. It's just that you gotta be able to play it, speed, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. It matters. It matters.
But like I said, like you're gonna put people in the seats regardless of NFL.
So I put it like this, right? I'm a Scans Commanders fan. You know what I'm saying? Jaden Daniels is a great example of the hell with all that talk. I'm gonna just make my team better and win.
Prior to Jaden Daniels,
right?
After Kirk Cousins, life after Kirk.
Life with Kirk was a struggle for me.
But life after Kirk, because you know what I'm saying. That was when y'all was going through the motions of trying to find.
You said Kirk Cousins' name. I gotta take a sip, but keep going.
What was old boy name for Ohio State?
Haskins.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Yeah.
R.I.P. Haskins, man. That was a terrible story.
I just think that they kind of they didn't take care of the boy the way they should have.
Nah,
hell no. But I think that this touches on the point too. Scans wasn't trying to win,
but did it matter?
Because you had one of the best and loyal fan bases in the league.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I live over there by the stadium, bro.
Yeah. People at the stadium every day, even in the offseason.
Every day. I live by the stadium. Like the days where they block off the streets. And think about it. I think the stadium and just the atmosphere around the stadium is ranked like the worst in the league. It's nothing around the stadium.
Nah, it's a terrible fan experience.
It's interesting you say that, right? I didn't realize this until they were talking about the new conversation of moving the stadium back to DC, right? So they were talking about no tailgating.
What?
And I didn't realize that there are cities that don't tailgate.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that.
Nah, tailgating, that's what makes the game good.
Every stadium you can't tailgate. I can't think of what city is it. Might be Detroit.
They don't.
Detroit.
I've been
so some of them cold cities like they not gonna make the space for that because people ain't outside. So you got to catch they have a off-site tailgating that might be like a mile away.
But and that's how Detroit is. It's not in front of the stadium.
Not in front of the stadium, especially the new stadium they got.
But I have heard too. You know the new wave, right? is making all stadium domes.
Yeah. So they can host Super Bowls.
Yeah,
You can move the Super Bowl around more.
Not even hosting Super Bowls, to host everything else, programs. I mean, not programs, but concerts.
Right. It takes it out of being seasonal.
Yeah, seasonal. So now you can
especially in cold cities,
fights. Like
right.
you figure, the Cowboys hosted the
it was everything.
It was everything.
They hosted the fight. The
Jake Paul joint.
They hosted
several fights.
I've been in the Cowboy Stadium for fights. Yeah,
several fights.
Monster truck in there.
Yeah, everything in that joint.
NCAA
All-Star game.
All-Star game.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is like they're getting away from that anyway. But like, look at your fan base for the Redskins. Die hard, no matter what. And y'all was the bottom. Look at the Giants. Giants ain't been out of fourth place, and I don't know.
They would beat us though. Before last year, they was whooping our ass with Daniel Jones.
They ain't been out of fourth place in eons. Like we knew when they gave up
Saquon. That when they went to the playoffs like 2 years ago with Dayball first year.
Yeah, but that was 1 year because
that was just 1 year.
Because Dayball was on whatchamacall, he was on what's his name? Daniel Jones' ass.
Mm-hmm.
He would do shit like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's pressing him out. That's one reason why they got rid of him.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? So the fan base, like the league, the shield.
Nah, the NFL has the most loyalist fans ever, dog.
Yeah, definitely way more than basketball.
Yeah, nah, they fans is really loyal. But you know what it is too? It's I think with NFL too, what they have is the scarcity.
Because the games, there's less games. You only got 8 home games a year. Yeah. So it's a special event.
Right.
Like,
and you got the Sunday, which is I beef with the NFL because they try to. One of my biggest beefs with the NFL, I'm a basketball fan.
Oh man, we gotta talk about it. Oh,
for years.
Yeah.
Christmas Day was sacred. You know what I'm saying? If it don't land on a Sunday, we know basketball is you gonna get that game. You gonna get that Christmas Day
all day, 12 o'clock until 10 o'clock.
Come around, NFL got Beyonce performing,
NBA,
Mariah Carey performing, and the games was trash. And they still did numbers.
Like, lost like 38 to 3.
Yeah, both games were trash.
I think the Kansas City game was a little better. Oakland kind of gave them a little more go. I remember that game. I mean, Las Vegas.
Yeah,
because I saw
that was the year before.
That one this past year?
Yeah, that one this past. That was the year before.
I think they had 2 games this year.
The Kansas City Raiders joint was the year before. I don't know they played this year.
I know the Ravens played the Texans.
That game was trash.
That was but the second game I think
it was Kansas, but I don't know who they played. I forgot.
They played the Raiders because I remember they was in Kansas City.
Okay, they might have blew them out.
I remember what's the name went crazy. I had him on my parlay, Brock Bowers, and he was cooking.
Okay.
Right. That was a little bit more competitive game, but it still got.
Because the Chiefs was just underperforming last year for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying?
They still went 15-1, was crazy. 16-1, whatever.
I don't know if it's more so underperforming or just, you know what I'm saying, you don't have the same players. Like Tyreek Hill is
no, they went from an offensive team to a defensive team.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill's a difference maker.
Hell, especially with that offense.
This right here, it's different.
Throwing the deuces on the people.
But dog, that just shows you how good Patrick Mahomes is. God, because that team is not that offense wasn't that good, bro.
It's wild. Like they had certain. I mean,
and Travis Kelce getting up there in age.
Yeah.
This is last year coming.
Worthy
was good, but
this is amazing about like how podcasts go. Because we started out with Shador Sanders. This
one gonna flow real easy. You know what I'm saying? We'll circle back around to him.
Nah, for sure.
No, but back to that point whole time. This is one thing. So Jaden, like to your point about do we got like is he like Dion? Hopefully, if he's naturally like him, it is what it is. That's your pops. It wouldn't surprise nobody. But I think Jaden Daniels is a great example of being like a humble dog. Like he wasn't talking shit. He wasn't, he's like, I earned my job. I got to do this and do that. And he wasn't talking about don't draft me to a bad team. The Bama went to the Skins, bro. We won 12 games last year in the regular season.
The conference championship, bro.
And with a rookie?
Yeah, crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Don't set yourself up talking big in the NFL.
Well, the crazy thing about it is, so let's speak on that right quick. NFC Championship. First year. Expectations is crazy right now.
Now we have one. We didn't have one last year.
Expectations are crazy now. So now y'all, like Dan Campbell look good. Dan Campbell has already been to a Super Bowl before. He lost one against Patriots.
Right.
when
That was the worst Super Bowl of all time too, Sam.
So he lost to the Patriots. He had our defense look crazy as the Cowboys. Now you do what you do.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the conference championship.
Mm-hmm.
So now you gotta go get the other pieces, put some pieces around Jaden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Get another wide receiver.
We did
whatever.
that.
Right, Debo.
Got a left tackle.
Got a left tackle in what?
Tunsil.
You re-sign Bobby Wagner.
Mm-hmm.
So even though he's up in age, you re-sign a vet. You re-sign Zach Ertz. Right.
Mm-hmm.
This is his security blanket. I mean, I like Robinson.
I think we're gonna draft a running back, buddy.
Get you a little solid running back, right?
I don't think he's an every down back though.
So y'all
Robinson's not.
Nah.
So y'all need some corners.
Well, we just signed.
He shout out to Lattimore getting cooked. Shout out to my man Mike Evans, man. He was cooking Lattimore out there.
That's a great matchup and a great rivalry.
Right, but man, Lattimore bounced. I think he was hurt.
Juice.
He just went to the Chargers.
I know.
So shout out to whatever.
I said something today on Instagram. St. Juice was in the top 10 of giving up the most yards.
That shit was crazy.
But I can't say nothing because
he had penalties.
Trey gave up 1,000.
Yeah, y'all got.
He had 11 interceptions and 1,000 yards. 1,000 and gave up 1,000 yards.
Yeah, St. Juice ain't getting 11 interceptions in his career.
I don't know if he had 11. Maybe he had 9 or 10.
He ain't getting that. St. Juice will get you 11 penalties in the season. That Bama is handsy, boy. He act like he on the dance floor with a woman out there, man. That's what he do.
He creek mode.
Oh my goodness.
Old school football, baby.
Yeah, and he was a slot corner. He's 6'3". He went to the Chargers. He went to which hardball? Yeah, but is that Jim? I think John is about but I don't know what Jim plans to do with him. But the expectation now will be playoffs. Because
expectations is winning. You went to the NFC conference,
right? So we got to be
Super Bowl.
Yeah, like that. The next game is Super Bowl.
Right, but the problem with that is the Super Bowl champ is in our division.
Yeah,
but
so
they lost a lot of players.
They lost a lot of defense too.
Yeah, I mean, but if you look at who they lost, first of all, Milton Williams. Shout out to you, brother. When we talk about getting the Super Bowl and getting the money, he got the ring and then got his money. So he's set. You know what I'm saying? He need to go have a couple kids. You know what I'm saying? Like
I ain't mad at him.
He ahead of the ball.
He got a retirement plan
already.
It's bad, crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But there's no way Howie resigns him and gives him $100 million. He was a backup. Sweat.
Sweat fire.
Right. I mean, and again, he got some money, went to Arizona. But the crux of the strength of that D line was Jalen Carter's a monster. And you still got Jordan Davis.
I like the organization.
And they'll draft the defensive line like they always do.
Organization though. I like
they draft good though.
I like the organization front office, man. They draft good.
Right.
They play their players. You know what I mean? I like that. You know what I'm saying?
That matters. That matters a lot, bro. Like you see, like in one.
Look what they did with Saquon.
Speaking of front offices,
hey, you talking about
Giants?
That's the most incompetent front office I've seen in a long time.
And I'm talking about they leaped the Redskins in 1 year.
Yeah, bro, like that.
Wrote off Saquon.
And what made it so bad with them, it was highlighted because they was on Hard Knocks.
That's how you know that. So like that speaks to the narrative to me. Like it talks about these people, the commentators, and the people in these jobs. You know what I'm saying? They always talk about the fans and, trying to educate the fans. Like, what's your man on one of the Fox shows, Acho?
I know what you're talking about.
He always talking about you. I know you all the fans. You didn't play football. We know you don't know this. There's people that work in the NFL that don't know football.
Yeah, bro.
When you talk about the Giants letting Saquon go,
I mean,
we follow the sport just like y'all follow the sport. We just ain't privileged enough to get a job there.
It's two things I shouldn't feel like I can run. I shouldn't feel like I can run the NFL team, and I shouldn't feel like I can run the presidency. I don't feel like I should run the country. But what's going on now? I feel like I can run this motherfucker. I feel like I can run the Giants. I can run the U.S.
I might be able to do both at the same time.
Yeah.
That's crazy what the Giants did. I think he had more yards than the more rushing yards by himself.
Right.
And the whole Giants
organization. The whole Giants
team
roster.
Right. He probably had more rushing yards than any of their quarterbacks had passing yards.
He wanted to stay though. That's the problem.
Right.
He didn't get hurt at one time in
Nope.
Philly. And they ran him, man. They ran the football.
Hey, you see how convenient? Hey.
He got me a fantasy chip.
But he got a mean offense. So you look at the things like, for example, we was just talking about like our expectation, right? Like we gotta win 10 plus games, get to the playoffs.
Gotta win 12.
I don't think so. Because we just had a 4th place schedule. We're going to have a more difficult schedule with the 2nd place schedule.
Man, I got tape on Jaden.
Tape on Jaden. Now we're going to improve our team too, but it's going to be a different process. You got to understand that.
You know what's crazy?
What?
The tale of 2 rookie seasons.
Mm-hmm.
1 game. They need to do a 30 for 30 on this.
What?
1 game. The tale of 2 different seasons. 30 for 30.
We see it on the screen.
Yeah. 30 for 30. The Hail Mary, that's what it should be called. 30 for 30.
That changed their whole season, bro.
Yeah, you know, so you know that.
Yeah, and that was the rookie, Caleb Williams.
Yeah. From here. I mean, I went up over it, but from here. And, you playing against, you know what I'm saying, Jaden. Rookie, they was talking about who's better.
Mm-hmm.
That changed the season for y'all and the Bears. The
We
Bears
needed that
were
game.
like 0-5, I think, after that.
Hey, you know another 30 for 30?
Yeah,
you know another 30 for 30 I want to see? I want to see the 30 for 30 Jameis Winston season. When he's at 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions.
No, he'll get his own.
Yo,
his career. His career is like.
He had a good, but listen.
I watched that game last year when he threw for almost 500 yards, bro. And I think did they still lose?
Yeah, they did.
I don't really want to talk about that because fuck my. Listen, I'm playing.
I think I won some money that night too.
I was in the I
did win some money that night. I won some money that night.
At my house. I'm in a fantasy football league. Motherfucker cut off the defensive scoring.
Oh, right, I remember that. Yeah.
He threw 2 pick sixes in that game.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he was heated.
I think he had like 5 touchdowns, 3 picks or something.
Jerry Judy went crazy.
Yeah.
You know what though? Speaking of organizations, is it the Jets? The Jets organization.
Oh, they trash.
Yeah,
right. Jets are trash. Yeah.
Right.
They just signed Justin Fields.
That's not bad.
I mean, it's not bad, but
Ohio State Buckeyes. I don't know if I would have signed Justin Fields.
You got Ohio State quarterback, Ohio State receiver. Matter of fact, that's another great Ohio State receiver, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson. Yeah,
but still, man, Chicago messed. Listen, Chicago is another one. They messed up. They messed up quarterbacks. They messed up Mitchell Trubisky.
Right, and that's what
messed up.
No, Mitchell Trubisky shouldn't have been drafted.
No, they messed him up. I don't care.
Huh?
I don't care.
Mitchell Trubisky?
Yes, they messed up Mitchell Trubisky. Look at Mitchell Trubisky to me, and everybody gonna say some wild shit, but Mitchell Trubisky and Drake made the same person.
You're definitely talking crazy right now.
Just don't run. Mitchell Trubisky could have been good.
Yeah.
Drake May is better than Mitchell Trubisky.
Mitchell Trubisky could have been good, but look at the organization.
I give you that credit. They don't develop quarterbacks.
Mitch ain't nobody but Purdy, bro. That's
right. I give you that. I give you that.
Purdy,
but they didn't give him anything.
No, he didn't.
That's true.
Look what they did to your boy. Look what they did to Justin Fields. They give him nothing.
Yeah.
Now they getting it. They got a new front office.
Yeah, I mean,
offensive coach.
Ben Johnson, that's his name.
He just traded. They just got at least two offensive linemen. So they're gonna fortify the line. He got skill position players already.
The Bears need to change that stadium, man. Soldier Field is cool, but that joint is old as hell. It's like RFK.
That's what I'm saying. So it's
that
like
joint old as hell. You see when the joint rain and the joint like that, it was so much rain coming off. The shit. That shit was terrible, man. Yo, the fans like they under the joint like this is getting drenched with the water. You pay season tickets for that shit.
You shouldn't be there.
And it'd be cold out that joint too, cold and windy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, games I'm not going to see. Not gonna lie to you. I'm not going to see Pittsburgh. It's cold.
Nah,
I'm not going to see.
That's in September.
Yeah,
certain places September places.
I'm not going to Buffalo. They pay people $20 an hour, I think, to shovel the stadium.
I didn't know that, bro.
Yeah, bro, that shit was wild, bro. Yeah,
because they already in there.
I'm not going to Buffalo. I'm not going.
They was giving game tickets. They like, yo, we give you tickets to the game. You just shovel the snow.
Shoveling the stadium.
And people in Buffalo like, I'm gonna be shoveling snow anyway. So why not watch the game and watch my team?
And I'm not going to Chicago. It's cold.
Yeah. Hey, look, shout out to my man said, man. We went to that was one of the coldest game I've ever been to. We went to the Ravens and Houston, the Texans playoff game.
And you talking about
Baltimore?
Not this year, the year before.
The year before when it was like
cold.
Oh, bro, it was 13.
Y'all on that water.
It was 13 degrees, bro.
That water, baby.
Man, shout out for whiskey, man. That saved my life.
I went to a super cold game at
shit, I'm gonna tell you what
what's
game. I
racing
didn't
game.
think it was gonna be that cold, but it was. When the last year, not the past season.
Oh, the Dallas game we went. Yeah, it was cold as shit out there, Joint, bro. It was low key cold,
man. It was cold as I don't know what out there,
But
man.
you like football actually. What makes the cold weather games better is if how your team is playing.
Yeah.
Like if you look at that Jameis Winston game we just talking about,
it was cold as shit.
it was cold. It was
snowing
snowing like shit in that game.
That shit was fun to watch though.
It was.
You talking about
that was
when
the
they played Pittsburgh?
Yeah, that wasn't the game where he threw for 500.
No, he threw 500 against Denver.
Yeah. That was the game against
Jerry Jeudy
Pittsburgh.
went crazy.
I think they beat Pittsburgh that game.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
because Russell Wilson went like 0 for 5.
That might have been the season. That might have been what started Pittsburgh downfall. When they lost to Cleveland, yeah.
That was that game. That started the losing streak. I think they beat us the week before, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, they did. And then they played Cleveland. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? Like I want, like, you know what I'm saying. When I was talking about Jerry Jeudy and the New Jets, I don't know where I seen it, but I seen it somewhere, and this could be like this. No quote me. I can lie, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the owner's son of the Jets told him not to get Jerry Jeudy because he was trash on Madden.
And Woody is dumb enough to do that.
He did.
If we talk about like wild owners, your man wasn't even in the country like the past couple years. He was in London. Like last year, like the reports were saying, like, hey, go ahead, go home and tend to your affairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all
hey,
they
did them like Goodfellas. Like, son, hey, look, you gotta go home. You gotta go back. Yeah.
I think, and now that I'm thinking about it, I think what it was when Aaron Rodgers towards Achilles on that fourth play, he was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
He's like, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. And he was just chilling over. He got so much money. He's just watching the games on the phone, shit like that.
Hey, but I thought this off the subject, yo. But I was just thinking about Goodfellas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about greatest scenes you ever seen of all time.
Oh,
bro.
man.
Like that
got
scene,
several of them.
Oh my God, Goodfellas has so many good scenes, bro. Like, yo, the scene when not Nikki, but what is his name in Goodfellas? Yeah?
I can't even think of movies right now.
God dang. Anyway, but we know who it is Joe Pesci.
Pesci, I was about to say Pesci.
When Pesci, he's telling Henry, how am I funny?
That's one of my favorite.
Oh
scenes.
My God, that's
when he stabbed him.
He shot him in the foot.
Because you know Pesci got the joint where he stabbed the boy in the neck with the pencil, ain't it?
Yeah, that was good. That was Casino.
Casino.
That was Casino. But now the coldest scene in Casino was that when the band when he was there with the investment banker, and he told the dude, he said, "Man, look, you froze my money. I want money back." He said, "Well, you know, it's the risk. You know." He said, I want my money back." He said, "I don't hear all that."
Whole time. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
But now when he said, "Look, maybe I shouldn't like you what I do," he said, "Yo, I'm gonna go to the bank." He said, "No, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna get my kid dressed. I'm gonna take him to school, make him some breakfast, whatever." He said, "Then I'm gonna come down to that bank and I'm gonna split your motherfucking white meat." He said, "Yo," he said, "When I come," then he said, "Yo," he said, "Look, and when I come out the joint from doing 5 to 10 or whatever, I'm gonna come back and split your motherfucking weight again because I'm fucking stupid. I don't give a fuck." I say, this nigga's cold.
The whole time, I really think that, just on some slight movie talk, I really think that between Goodfellas and Casino, and this might be a wild take, those two are better than The Godfather.
Fuck yeah.
Trilogy to me.
I agree.
Like everybody,
from
like
top to bottom, dog.
Yeah,
oh my God,
like,
bro.
The movies like Casino, and because both of them was long. Like Godfather had so many wasted moments, like as far as the length.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like them movies.
I think Godfather was really telling you
the story. You know what I'm saying?
It was intricate details.
It was very, very intricate. That's why I had to make 3 of them joints.
You know what I'm saying? Like telling you the story. It was really giving you like the everything. You know what I'm saying? That dealt with when it came to the
like it's so many legendary moments in Casino and
when they took Pesci and his brother.
Oh, in the cornfield? Oh, bruh. Nah, the coldest drink in Goodfellas is also when they killed
like, fuck you, pay me.
Nah, when they killed the maid dude, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they had to, but look, they needed a knife, so they went to Tommy's house, Tommy's mother's house, right? And they got a body in the trunk. His mother cooking dinner like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Gangster.
Yo, he said, "Hey man, I need to buy this knife. I need the deer, get the hoof.
Yeah,
He's stabbing somebody in the trunk, son. Yo, that shit was cold, dog.
Just to be thinking about murdering somebody while your mother's making a meal for you is
3 o'clock in the morning.
gangster. First of all, you got your mother just up at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out doing what y'all do. You got a body in the trunk. That's what I'm saying. Like, Godfather's classic, but nah.
Nah, man.
Nah,
Nah, bro. Hey, man. Casino and Goodfellas by far, bro.
Casino, Goodfellas, great movies.
Yeah. Shout out to Scorsese too, man. Yeah.
I know what it's a new movie with De Niro coming out with.
Yeah, that's
it's like he playing 2 roles in the joint.
Yeah.
I think he actually got a joint on Netflix called. I think he in it 0 Day.
He's in 0 Day. So I think I might put in a group chat with you and Mo. I say, yo, you need to go watch 0 Day.
I'm gonna watch that this weekend.
So 0 Day, when I say, man, he had De Niro act his ass off in that joint, bro. Like, he's De Niro, but yo.
It's crazy how we switch from sports to movies.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we do, yeah.
You made me just think of a topic though, right? Like when we talk about like greatest actors, like they always have like the greatest black actors, like who's Will Smith, Denzel, Samuel Jackson, but just as far as great actors, De Niro has to be in that conversation.
By far, yo.
Like who are top 5 male actors?
Shit, De Niro's in there. Al Pacino.
Denzel.
Now we ain't going color. We just going.
Just anybody. That's what I'm saying. Anybody.
Denzel's in there. Shit, I put Jamie Foxx in there.
But you got your Mark Wahlberg. You got
Affleck.
Man.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is not in top 5 greatest actors.
Tom Cruise.
No,
he's not in top 5. He's not in top 5 now. I wouldn't put him in top 5.
He don't have no range. He like the Bama.
Jackie Chan.
That nigga said Jackie Chan.
That nigga do his old stunts, man.
Yo, put him in another category.
Action movie.
Action movie, yeah. I put him in there with like Jason Statham or something like that.
So you just made me think about this is what like shout out.
Yeah, makes it.
Will Smith in there, but you just made me think about Jason Statham, right?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Jason Statham is not a great. He's made the same movie.
Oh no.
Liam Neeson did too.
Nah.
Liam Neeson is amazing at
the past couple of years he has.
They're amazing at
he has some more range.
You know, Jason Statham. Yo, he's in the same category. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is a horrible actor, bro.
I can't like
horrible.
He's terrible.
Nah, man. Like when he
has a little more range. He has way more range than Jason Statham because what's her name is legendary. What's this? The Surfer Boys that was gangsters. They just made the remake.
But the Batman really had too many lines like that. If you ever noticed Keanu Reeves,
at the end of the day, Keanu Reeves was the one.
He was he was
the one. He was the one in the Matrix. Like, it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, he did the Matrix.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You talking crazy?
Then he played the whatchamacall. What was that joint when he had the wing? What movie was that? Where
he was like it was. I know you're talking about. It was like a devil type.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was some wild shit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I can't think of the name of it.
So since we talk about movies, I got one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Ray or Ali?
Shit.
Ray.
I gotta go Ray.
Okay. I just wanted to.
So it's interesting you say that because Will Smith has way more movies than Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
But Jamie Foxx is in a different category. I just talked about this on another pod. Like he's great at everything he does.
He's the most talented motherfucker that ever is. Though.
He's like our Sammy. I can't even say Sammy Davis because Sammy Davis can do what he do.
Hell nah.
Like Jamie Foxx has his own lane.
Yeah.
Okay. So my question is Jamie Foxx a great actor to the point because he can mimic the part on Ray, or did he did he embrace the role? Because like when you look at Will embrace Ali,
and that's why Will was big enough to be physical.
Mind you, we know who was there with him, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
right.
He's and Bundini.
Yeah, so
he killed that shit too.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like Jamie Foxx,
so when
he might have to put him at least top 10.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest actors of all time. Samuel Jackson.
So we said top 5. Top 5 gotta be.
You could put Samuel in there.
You give Leonardo DiCaprio some love.
You got to put Leonardo in there. Yeah, you got to put Leonardo in there, bro.
Man, The Wolf of Wall Street is legend. That's one of my favorite.
Django.
Yeah.
That too.
And they had all three of them
Jamie
in that
Foxx.
joint, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Samuel Jackson.
Yep.
Hey, who is that nigga on that man?
That nigga on that man. You gonna have to burn the sheets.
They was going crazy in that.
No, that was top tier. That was top tier acting, bro.
So like,
Oh, and the white dude, I forgot the other dude. I forgot his name, but the bounty hunter dude and Django.
The German Bama?
Yeah, he's
like
a
that.
beast, bro.
He like that.
yeah, so
Top
I mean,
ten.
when you look at
Leo got to be up there.
I'm just saying, when you say male, is Leo up there?
Yeah.
Leo's top 10 for sure. I mean, I think when you look at top 5, you gotta put like a Pacino, De Niro,
Yeah. Samuel Jackson.
Samuel. You could say DiCaprio is top 5 though. I don't know how I forgot
can
him.
You put Morgan Freeman in there.
Mm-hmm.
Tom
Man,
Hanks.
get Tom Hanks' little ass out of here, man.
Tom Hanks
Tom
got too
Hanks
many.
stayed on an island for a movie, bro.
That was gangster though.
With a soccer ball.
Now it's volleyball, and the volleyball was his friend.
Volleyball. I mean, yeah, like.
Hold up,
I thought you said Tom
Tom
Cruise.
Hanks did Forrest Gump, bro.
Tom Hanks could easily be top 10 when you look at the Da Vinci, like the range. Like you said, Forrest Gump, Castaway, Da Vinci Codes. It's a couple other joints, but he's had some vicious range with his movies.
Let me see something. We got Google.
Yeah, I mean, we
I'm
go
gonna
Google some.
I'm gonna put a bias.
Damn, I forgot about Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood was racist.
So was Liam Neeson.
Yeah, Liam Neeson too.
We ain't gonna talk about all the wild stuff that's alleged about Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like messing up the YouTube algorithm with that. We're just gonna leave that alone. Johnny Depp is up there.
Johnny Depp, because he played.
Hey, dog,
So we might have to do top 10. Top 5 is real hard.
Yeah, top
you look at Johnny Depp. You look.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp was that Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Kurt Russell.
Shit, what's his name in there? Brad Pitt.
I was gonna say Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman, George Clooney.
Yeah.
What's my man?
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt got way more.
But no, who played whatchamacallit in Tombstone? Was that?
Oh shit, Val Kilmer.
That's what I'm thinking about. Cause I was just about to say
yeah.
Heat, and he was getting his man in Heat.
Yeah. Val Kilmer. Kevin Costner. Yeah, cause he Yellowstone, bro. Like,
oh man,
wasn't he in Sixth Sense?
Nah, I don't think so.
That was like
Bruce.
That's Bruce Willis.
Oh, Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. Yeah, Bruce Willis.
Yeah, him then. Yeah.
And all them.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford's another one.
Yeah, because Kevin Costner was in
Indiana Jones is legendary.
Yeah. Yeah, Harrison
because
Ford.
Kevin Costner was in that other movie that he died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nah, shit, your man was in the dude, he always played the old grumpy dude too. Played in Men in Black.
You know who we forgot? You forgot Russell.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones,
You forgot Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe like that.
You forgot Jack Nicholson.
Ooh,
Jack,
shit.
yeah.
What a whistle.
My bad, dog.
Yeah,
My bad. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, because Jack Nicholson, the Joker, the first joint, with the Batman joint.
Dog, have y'all seen The Shining?
Oh.
Yeah.
You talking about, the first joke? Yeah,
the
The
first
Shining
one.
too.
The
Yeah.
Shining?
You know who else we forgot about?
Jack Nicholson is top 10.
We forgot about George Clooney.
You know who else I'm putting in? He was shit roles at Batman, but Christian Bale is a beast.
He is. What's that movie? American X? Where he
American
Bama,
not American Me, but American American Story. Some shit. American. I know talking about
he was serial
He was
killer.
beast in that joint.
But my favorite, like, since we talking about
Psycho,
Batman,
he was in the joint. He was Psycho too.
we talking about Batman. My favorite Joker, Heath Ledger.
Me too. Man.
You know what? Going out like that, because he could have really headed up after that.
Yeah.
That was a legendary role.
That was like
Get some of that. I forgot.
I'm about to mix that shit with the Puerto Rican rum. I'm about to get fried.
We got Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, recipes. That's Hoffman.
What's not
Jack Nicholson got to be top 10.
what's
Tom Hanks
they brothers Emilio Estevez and
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen, man.
Charlie Sheen had a good. Charlie Sheen had a good run.
He in one of my favorite movies though. Fucking
he ain't top 10 though.
Major League. Though. That's my favorite. That's my shit. Yeah.
Tom Hanks was in that joint. You ain't crying in baseball.
Nah, he was in. That was a chick. That was a chick joint.
Oh, my bad. League of Their Own.
Hold on,
that was a
saying
good
that
joint,
Charlie Sheen may not be top 10.
Nah, he ain't.
Not with all them people you just named.
Nah, he ain't better than
I'm just asking.
Nah, Charlie Sheen he ain't better than Charlie Sheen he ain't better than and he ain't better than that guy played in fucking New Jack City, Wesley Snipes.
Damn, you got to put Wesley up there.
Hey, Wesley had some shit, bro. First of all right.
I ain't gonna lie. You know who a sleeper for me too, though. Whatchamacallit play Godfather of Harlem.
Oh yeah,
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nice to me.
Last King of Scotland's good at
Yes,
Hella great
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah, damn.
Who did he play in that joint?
Eddie
Eddie,
Murphy.
Oh my God.
Martin.
Yeah.
If that's the case, we're gonna do that. You got Martin.
I won't put Martin as comedic actor though.
No, Bad Boys. Like, that's
comedic.
action.
That's still
No,
comedic.
but that was a lot of action. Oh yeah.
Oh shit, Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
Danny
Fuck.
Glover.
Yeah.
He not top 10. You know the name we forgot?
Oh.
Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
We also forgot Bill Cosby. If that's the case,
Nah, I.
you can't.
Well,
you
yeah,
can't,
you can't.
Yeah, don't do that.
But we nah. I put Bill in TV though.
Yeah, more than movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Earl
J
Jones.
on zero. But I put Bill.
Especially
more.
off the voice, just off the voice with Star Wars.
Yeah, I put Bill more TV
Mufasa.
though.
Right. Like we do voiceovers.
Yeah.
Them joints
Him and Morgan Freeman, bro.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman has got to be up there, but I don't think top 10. We just made it. All these names we named. You got to say
I'm gonna
20.
lie to y'all. You know who Wayne say that to me is crazy? I'm gonna just go by the name that I love, Ace Ventura, Jim Carrey.
Oh, Jim Carrey. Yeah.
I just talked about him on the last
and Robin
pod.
Williams.
Yeah,
Robin.
Yeah.
He definitely was, because it's funny when you talk about him and Jim Carrey. Robin Williams can actually do stand up.
Yeah.
I mean, me and my man Jarvis was just talking about
I
that.
saw that episode with you and Jarvis, bro. Y'all talked about Jim Carrey.
You never seen a stand up from him.
He did it back in the day.
Oh yeah, I seen a stand up.
Yeah, I seen it back.
Maybe like the early 90s.
But it was.
I know Robin Williams. I'm talking about Jim Carrey.
Talking about Jim Carrey.
Oh, okay.
But he did. It was like a long time ago.
It had to be like late 80s or early 90s.
Yeah, when he first started.
Before, like after Ace Ventura took off, he was like,
that was it. Yeah, he never touched a stand.
But all of his movies, Me, Myself, and Irene is fun. Like for him to be able to play 3 different characters like that.
Yeah,
bro. And shout out to since we talking about comedy and stuff like that, shout out to Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Yeah, I gave him a shout out on the last part. Like that, their family, like
but a lot of people in The Living Color came. They owe the Wayans family some bread.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez. Let me quick sidebar, quick story. I got into it. I had an ex-girlfriend. She was from Puerto Rico, right?
Oh shit! I didn't know she was
international hunter.
So she was like half Puerto Rican, half black. Right?
Hey, would Dr. Umar approve? Like, no.
That's a good question. You know what I'm saying? That's a good question.
International hunter. Let's go.
Yeah, I like the sound of that, right? So we was at the pool. When we going to the pool, we was getting fried, having a good time. We come back. I don't know how Jennifer Lopez's name came up, but me being me, I said, man, Jennifer Lopez can't sing.
She lost her shit.
Oh,
lost her mother.
You know, that's
the
Selena. Yeah.
She played Selena.
She was like, what?
Right now.
I said Jennifer Lopez can't sing. Like her whole disposition changed. Yeah. I'm like, did I strike a chord? You know, she's like, I'm half Puerto Rican. And I said, Jennifer Lopez halfway can't sing. What the fuck? Went up from there. It was like
it was over.
It was like a couple hours.
Bro,
oh man.
So I witnessed it live, bro. So I took my ex to go see Jennifer Lopez at the Capital One Center, bro. And when I say I forgot that Jennifer Lopez was Jennifer Lopez, I was reminded that night, bro. Yo, like she packed that joint out. It was mad Latinos and it was mad dudes with silk shirts on. That was another story. It was mad dudes with silk shirts and loafers though. Yeah.
No. Taco meat was out.
Yeah. And for some reason they was white. Those was white pants. A lot of white pants going on. Yeah. It was giving y'all that. Yeah.
I gotta go to Puerto Rico too. So
I
might need to retract this before I go.
Yeah, so Puerto Rico, Jennifer Lopez, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, like she's an icon. Like,
yeah.
I didn't know. Like to me, she's a fucking. What's the dancers from In Living Color? Go, what they was called?
She was the fly girl.
She's a fly girl.
As Jamie Foxx would say, I knew J-Lo when she was hey ho.
Like she don't get,
but I digress.
She don't get all that from me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like she's multi-talented because she can
she's amazing.
Act.
She's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe she's just talented, not multi-talented.
She took
because she can't sing. She can't sing.
I say this. She took She went from a fly girl to where she at today. So
right, you give her that credit.
J-Lo for that, man.
Give
I
her
gotta
that
give you
credit.
credit.
She
man.
makes my favorite kind of movies. Too.
You know where she went to? From dude to dude to dude. This woman don't take no breaks in between a relationship.
Hey,
I ain't never seen a woman
Hey,
out.
shout out to you, man. Remember we did an OT show, me and you, bro.
Mhm.
Me and you. And when I say this joint aged good, because we talked about before it even happened,
Mm-hmm.
we had talked about Black China before she got with Rob. It was like she's about to get with Rob.
Mm-hmm.
And we said how it was gonna play out and everything, yeah. And then we had and that episode was called The Most Valuable Pimp, MVP, The Most Valuable Pimp. And we had Black China on there, Janet Jackson was on there when she broke up with the billionaire dude, got
Man,
fleeced him out of all the bread.
legend. I can't even say that's a fleece, but we'll go back to that.
But yeah. But it was just funny because we talk about that,
Mhm.
and I'm like, damn, man, everything we said came from fruition.
Like I didn't realize that Janet Jackson had like that 5-year and 1-day stipulation. Like the dude just basically wanted to marry her and have a baby with her. And then it's like, after 5, it don't matter. I just go get more. I hate that. When you got enough money to give a woman $500 million, essentially she signed a 5-year, $500 million contract.
It's a good contract. It was a good contract.
Good deal. She got
but that's why money give you access. That's why you can do things like that, because when you have money like that, it gives you access to stuff to do stuff like.
But it also shows you what people are willing to do for money.
Which is one of the reasons we in the situation you got now. That's another story, but
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, I saw a dude say, man, look, they were talking about billionaires or whatever. They was like, yo, in the next 5 years, we about to have like at least 5 trillionaires, bro, in the next 5 or 10 years, whatever. And so with that said, you think they can't buy an election or they can't buy a president?
Been doing it.
You know who the president is, but I ain't gonna get into that.
No, we ain't getting that.
Right,
I'm just saying.
But think
about money though. Money buys you.
But think about this too.
Money, it's not that money. It gives you access
right.
to shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be here today and here tomorrow when it comes to the dollar bill.
Right.
The thing about it is, it just gives you access to shit to shit that you like. Damn, it puts you in rooms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you have status and money, it puts you in different rooms. So that's what it does for you, which is now like if he does some shit, okay, yeah, that's the shit you do. I was looking for some shit like that, man. Let's chop it up and get together and create more money. So that's what it does for you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it gives you access to shit, you know what I'm saying, that you wouldn't have access to. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it like this. This is a nigga right now cheating on this girl in the fucking Altima.
Oh yeah, no.
Right? Driving around in her
I'm about to say her Altima.
Hey, look, he's 100 there. He got hoes.
Yeah. Just imagine you being a billionaire. Yeah, you can arrange anything you want. You know what I'm saying? Listen, shorty, I'm gonna do this, and this, but because my money is this, you know what I'm saying? You know the lifestyle and what it entails.
We just saw it with Miles Garrett, but Miles Garrett's like, man, I want to be traded. I want to go somewhere win right now.
He slid the note to him. Hey, this is what we about to get you, bro.
I stay.
Shit, I'm staying.
I stay. You know what I'm saying?
Ring.
It ain't that bad. I've been here.
He's like, well, how you ain't that bad? You know what I'm saying?
I'd have been like this. Go Cleveland.
Deshaun Watson, he ain't happy. I mean, he ain't do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know, Deshaun Watson a good guy.
Hey, look, I'm trying to make enough money to the point where y'all hate me.
Well, I realized. I actually realized. I've been realizing it like coming out of last year, coming into this year. Like, I'm really more of a humanitarian than a capitalist. Like, I don't think I'll never do anything for money.
I'm glad you brought that up, bro, because we had a conversation about that before, and I say, yo, when it comes to like, I'm not a shrewd person, bro. Like, I can't be a shrewd business person. Like, I'm not shrewd.
Right.
Like, I care for people. Like, I just can't.
I can't fleece somebody and know I'm fleecing them.
Yeah, it don't sit right with me. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna do
this nigga right here, though. you see,
it was rolling like Ray.
I'm not a shrewd businessman. But
see,
look at this.
Exactly.
But I'm not a shrewd businessman because I don't want to take from nobody, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we all know if we got the benefit, if I can help you and it still gonna benefit me, let's go for it.
Right.
Negotiations are I'm not a shrewd businessman.
Negotiations are negotiations.
But if you sign a contract and you didn't read it,
Right, now that's not my fault.
Nah, I ain't nah.
So I
That's
agree
different.
there. I agree there.
So what I'm saying is, when it comes to being a shrewd businessman, you know what I'm saying, the object is to keep the money in your pocket.
But being when it means shrewd though, shrewd is also having no morals sometimes too.
That's what the base. I think that's what it really is when I speak about like a capitalist versus humanitarian.
Yeah.
I operate off a moral compass. There's certain things I'm not going to do.
Yeah,
I'm not going to ever
right.
compromise my integrity for money.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
you can't offer me
I'm
enough
not
money.
I compromise my integrity for money, but at the end of the day, if I can bend the rules in my favor,
like I'm not. You're not going to invite me to the cast. Like Lee Daniels when they got me on the casting couch.
Nah.
I'm not going to no room at 2, 3 in the morning. Let's talk business.
Nah.
It's not business hours.
Nah.
It's not business hours. What you trying to do? You up to something? What you got in that room,
exactly.
I mean, listen, I get it. I hope you don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
That's what happened on that casting couch.
I'm just
with
saying,
some white
fall for the
substance.
banana in the tailpipe. But all I'm saying is, if I can sway the situation in my favor,
there's nothing wrong with that though. That doesn't mean you don't have a moral, and that's why it's tricky. It's a thin line.
it's definitely a thin line.
Yeah.
It's a thin line.
Well, that's that's the thing that I always tell people about capitalism. Yeah, like capitalism, it's good it's good to have free market. It has competition. Right. Cool. I don't have a problem with that. But my part is, when does it get? Because it gets too greedy.
Well, and that's the thing about the free market term with capitalism, right? Now we're not going in a political spot, but when you think about it, like when I look at American society, right? Like when you look at just classism and how, like for example, there's enough land for everybody to have a house.
Yeah.
But it's not enough control.
That's because certain people want to keep it.
Yeah. Because it's not enough control. If I have control and I have power, then I still win. See, that's the thing about it. It's not about all that, the classism, all that. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's about control and power.
Well, and that's my thing.
That's woven into it, right?
Yeah,
there's certain people that want all of that,
right?
Right, because
that's what it's.
Because you gotta think about this. Is what happens too when you get to a certain point, get to a certain status of money. It ain't about money no more. It's about what you can do in power, what you can influence.
Right, because you got more than you can spend.
Yeah, so it ain't even about that.
But yeah, because
you challenging yourself to fucking be powerful and take over the world. You challenge yourself to do this shit.
And you have to do things at the expense of the masses and the majority in a sense. Like
there's always casualty in war.
True.
That's how I know this nigga right here.
American me over here.
I'm just saying.
About to take over the world. I can tell how you.
Hey, look, where was that on September 6th, bro? January 6th. Where's you at, dog? Where's you at January 6th?
He got his finger on his head. Like, he got a plan over there.
Exactly, man.
He's about to fuck over somebody tomorrow.
Never.
I know.
Never. My like I said, I'm built on moral compass too. But I also gotta be understanding that, at the end of the day, me first. Right? Because at the end of the day,
it's self-preservation. I get it.
Self-preservation, me first.
First law of nature.
What they tell you on the airplane?
All right. But
what they tell you on the airplane?
But I'm talking about it's to the extreme. When we talking about extreme,
right.
Like
that's what things are.
But it all depends on how you look at it, because everything could be extreme.
Nah, we know it.
Well, so so when you say me first, right? I think that's part of the problem with the black community right now. Well, I'll say the black neighborhood is not really a community. I ain't, that is what it is. Like, there's no duty and responsibility to the greater group when you look at like other groups of people, and not just in America, across the world. Black Americans are individualized.
Well, you know what is true, man, because we just taught to survive, bro.
All right.
And even we taught to survive and protect what our own, like our immediate people, though, not for the greater.
Even it's crazy, and I hear you guys like I was watching. It's funny. Watching Raising Kanan last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy because I was watching it, and it was Jukebox. You know what I'm saying? Was talking about what they was asking her what she want to do, and I just think about how, slavery and everything, and how our minds are, because like it was like, yo, go to school, job, and get your good education.
That's what
What's
we were
your
taught.
plans? What are your plans?
That's what we were taught.
Jukebox could sing her ass off. She
naturally that was her gift.
Yeah. Right. The white man was like, man, you need to follow your dreams, this, that, and the third, blah, blah. She was talking about going to the army. He's like, well, and the way he spun it, he didn't spin it in the sense of he tried to make sure it wasn't like when he said something about the Army part of it. He was like, "Listen, it's this, that, and the third."
Might not
But
be for you, type.
Yeah, but it was the way he said. He didn't say it like the Army don't like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Army don't like.
Yeah, I got
You know
you.
what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? He was like,
He hinted at it.
Yeah, he was like, listen, the Army may not be for you at this moment because they're not real. They're not into the, I mean,
He was a more liberal parent.
yeah, liberal. He was like, they're not into the, and we could talk about it. They're not
Right.
into the homosexuality, things like that. And, they may.
Especially in that era because it's a timepiece.
Yeah,
that's
so,
the 90s, dog.
Yeah, so
or
he was
80s
like,
maybe. 80s.
Late 80s, yeah.
Whereas the girl that she was singing with, it was a black girl, and you know what I'm saying, when she was in the at the dinner table with them, they was like, yeah, so where you going to school? You was talking about going here. What's going on? That music thing is just a fad. And it was like he was like kind of preaching her to chase her dream. So it was funny to me, and I could be looking at it crazy.
Nah, you touching on something.
Yeah,
I see exactly where you're going.
I was just sitting there. I was like, damn, it's crazy how our minds were wired because of what traumas and life had given to us, where we have
That's a great example.
Have to try to find advancement, and we think the best way to do it is education because that's what we got. Where like being in a situation where you don't have to worry about other entities or other things derailing your success.
Right.
It was like he was like, listen, man, you got a beautiful voice, man. You need to go chase that dream, man.
I'm about 20 of them albums when they come out.
Yeah, right. And it was just like,
and then you think about it too. You gotta think about it's we were so taught education. We were built on education. Taught education was the way because we couldn't have education back in the day.
Right, but I'm just saying, like,
and our parents were the first ones that could.
Yeah.
So
it's just crazy when you look at that side and this side, right? And you look at it and it's like shoot for the moon, and this side is like calculated steps.
Yeah.
It was just crazy when I seen it. I was
but
like,
man, I don't know, man.
Yeah, like to your point, Jukebox would have been somebody like our age or a little bit older right now. And that's what we was taught. Like it was funny just to touch on that scene, not to cut you off.
Okay.
Like the black girl's parents, like, well, you always wanted to go to Morehouse since she was 8. Like y'all trained her ass to want to go to Morehouse since she was 8. She didn't know what the hell Morehouse was.
As a kid, who the fuck you know?
Think about
Morehouse, yeah.
Anything about college?
You know what you taught, yeah.
Right.
It was only college I knew was Different World.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, we wanted to go to Hillman.
Yeah. That's why. Look, that's
you see people wearing Hillman gear.
So that was I ain't gonna lie. That was my choice for picking North Carolina Central because they had the burgundy.
It looked like
it looked like Hillman, dog. Like this shit like Hillman.
This shit is subconscious, man. It's crazy because like when we were really growing up, like the Cosby family was what we either wanted to grow up in or have. Right. Hillman College, like Bama's really, you would think that, and it was just the example of an HBCU.
I just appreciate that though for us.
Oh man.
Yeah. That shit was beautiful, bro.
Especially when we were growing up, because it was something that that previous generations didn't have, but they ain't teach us about all the damn school debt that might be coming with certain things.
It's a I definitely think colleges, you know what I'm saying, is a scam, but it's a fun scam.
So let's kind of transition there, right? Before we was headed about to start talking about Donald Trump. But we can talk about it.
Got to get into basketball too,
right? But we could touch on this real quick as far as like HBCUs. I didn't go to HBCU. Well, I wasn't a student at HBCU. I always went to one. Definitely was there. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw something that said how many schools. Somebody was talking about the DMV, and it's like we got like 20 colleges here. Not all HBCUs, but we got a couple HBCUs too. Just like within the Baltimore, DC.
Shit, Maryland, what got 3? Because you got Coppin, you got Bowie State, and you got Morgan.
And UMES is in.
Oh shit, that's
Eastern Shore.
Yeah, that's 4.
And then you still got in Virginia.
Norfolk.
Hampton.
Yeah, Hampton,
Norfolk.
Virginia State.
Virginia State.
Virginia Union.
Union.
And you got the HU, Howard.
Yeah, Howard.
No, I forgot to say Howard, you know what I'm saying? So just within the mid-Atlantic, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you still got stuff in Philly too.
Right. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all see, because I know y'all went to HBCUs. Do y'all see a transition from it being kind of like illustrious the way it was, like when we talked about Hillman and we was like, man, we want to go to Hillman when we grow up. Do you think the youngins want to do the same?
Yeah.
They still do. They still do.
HBCUs is the thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I will say this, man. that was probably one of the best experiences I ever had in my life, bro.
Yeah.
I had so much fun, man. I met so many cool people, bro, and that gave me the first chance to be like,
They just had to see us in Baltimore.
yeah.
It's been there the past couple of years, right?
Yeah,
Man.
It just passed it. Yeah.
But just when you, not to me, and I ain't mean to cut you off, but when you around your people, it's a different,
See, that,
different vibe.
but that goes back to the point I was saying about like the collectivity and the
your people.
So
you know what I'm saying?
And here's the thing about being around your people that's so important, bro. The communication.
Right.
And the reason why I say that's important, because so depending on like you go to a certain job, you certain dynamic. You gotta communicate a certain way, but when you're around your people, you can communicate how you normally communicate. It ain't no language barrier. It ain't no codes with you. You know what I'm saying? And yo, that shit, and it matters, bro. Like, so look, prime example. We at the beach and we in Virginia, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a large gathering of black people around, my family.
Mm-hmm.
So we loud, we argue, we talking shit, yeah.
Talk with your hands.
Yeah. But to the spectator outside looking like they look kind of what they doing?
Like
Nah,
about
bro.
to fight.
Yeah, nah. This how I talk to my uncle, bro. Like this how I talk.
Masses.
Yeah.
But they not our people.
Exactly.
So they're not supposed to understand to an extent.
Right.
You know.
But yeah, HBCU, man, it was definitely a good vibe. It was good energy. You know, you see your people every day. You didn't feel like statistic because you knew that everybody came from the same type of environment.
Right.
Whether it was the hood or whether it was a good background.
Yeah.
You know, you knew about.
But they knew the culture.
Yeah, you knew the culture. Your culture was your culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, understood what J's meant to the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like just going through everything and the music and everything like that, what you argued about.
He just made me think of something, but go ahead.
Yeah, so it was just those things that made the HBCU great. And HBCUs are definitely alive and well, man. And so don't think of, like, actually with my job, we're doing the HBCU experience.
Right. And what made me think of two things is not to cut you off, but to add to your point. I was really going in the direction of how do we translate that out of the HBCUs into the neighborhood? See, when we go to HBCUs and we're amongst ourselves there for the collegiate experience, it's like you still got fights and all types of wild stuff. You know, it is what it is. But back around the way, it's not that cohesion, especially amongst that demographic, the young demographic.
It's so for me, and if anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't necessarily, and I'm gonna say that word, but believe in black on black crime like that. I believe in proximity crime.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's all it is.
So
because there's no such thing as white on crime.
Yeah,
it's just crime.
Right. So if
Asian on Asian crime,
Indian crime,
or Irish American versus Irish American crime.
So my thing is,
people live by the people that like them.
If you live in my neighborhood, of more black people live in my neighborhood, 9 times out of 10, if anything happened from a criminal standpoint,
right,
it's gonna be against.
But that goes to messaging though. That's the
and who controls the media?
Yeah, so that's all it is.
We don't control media, so of course you see that focused on us in a negative way.
And so it's those things, right? And that's just what it is to me. I mean, I'm just speaking for myself.
That makes sense. No, that's facts.
Fair assessment.
I just think that's what it is. So you don't see when they like, well, we go on TV and you like for example, we call the white ghetto the trailer park, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you say, yeah, man, they on trailer park, they be like, yeah, man, that white on white crime crazy. They don't say that,
right? But at the same time, when you look into the data and the information and the statistics, it's there.
Yeah,
they sell it. They ain't selling meth to black people in that motherfucker.
Shit. So, hey, look, we seen what's the joint Breaking Bad. It was bad.
Look at the Gallaghers.
Exactly.
And they had, I don't know how they got that black boy. They stole him from somewhere.
But that
show was hilarious.
I just think when you look at it from that standpoint, that's just the way I look at it. I don't think. I mean, yes, we do.
That's a fact. It's a proximity.
It's proximity crime more than anything. But I do think we definitely, I mean, we have black on black crime, but I think they emphasize the black on black more.
Yeah, that's
right. But no, you a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I'm trying to work on my custom for YouTube, but
My bad. I'm good.
That's all good. I think what I'm gonna do eventually though, because I see like the bigger pods do it, I'm gonna just start like censoring it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just beep, just keep talking what you're talking, and then we'll edit that later. But you bold if you live somewhere like you don't even have the resources to drive or catch the bus somewhere else and go rob somebody from another community.
Nah.
Like that's not even going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But we that's something our community needs to work on, is being able to, never mind the media piece, because controlling media is a whole different thing. But we need to work on being able to police ourselves. Conflict resolution is a problem in our community, and it really gets exploited by the dominant society in America, because they get to shine the light on what we doing. They doing all types of stuff. We just can't shine the light on any other group. You know what I'm saying?
You look at it like this.
It's gangs and all types of cultures and subgroups.
You look at that like this, how you say control the media. Crack, what do they say?
Mm-hmm.
Opioids.
Oh man,
same
you
shit.
see the commercials?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
The opioid commercials, like, you know how you see the
like the dog
commercials, like the pets.
Sarah McLachlan playing this shit.
Yeah.
I just posted that.
I mean, that's what it is.
Heart of an angel.
I mean, I'm just saying, you show crack, and it's look at that.
Right. But see, when the pharmaceutical,
but when the
right,
opioids come out, it's like, and it's an opioid addiction. It's like, oh, we need to save them. We need to do this.
and keep them, and to go deeper into that, it's not like heroin from the 70s. It's prescription drugs.
It started it. Yeah,
that's what started. Then they end up going to the street when they ain't got the scripts no more. Like, where's the negative press against the pharmaceutical industry?
But when
you're not going to get that because of.
I'm just saying like you said, the pharmaceutical. I'm just talking about the addiction part.
That's what
when they say opioid addiction, it's like, we gotta stop it, we gotta save it, we gotta help.
Because who is it impacting more?
Right. That's
little
what I'm
Tommy.
saying. So when we talk about the crack epidemic, it's like, look at them.
Animals.
You can't steal your mother's medicine in the black community. You gonna get your ass.
Bro, and then it was even funny about crack. Yo, the origins of crack, that shit was a party drug, bro. Like, it was white dudes doing that shit, bro.
Right.
And that in the
you had to experiment to make crack. Like, crack didn't, like, coke is a plant. It's a derivative of a plant. Opioids is a derivative of a plant.
They were sniffing coke back in the day. And then somebody figured out, oh shit, we can.
They start freebasing, and they start.
It was white lawyers on that shit.
Party all the time.
No, I looked at. Matter of fact, I just saw. I was looking at the Sly documentary, Sly and the Family Stone documentary. It's on Hulu. Check it out.
Yeah, I'm checking it out. That joint, I heard it was good as I don't know.
Dope ass documentary. This was crazy. Got me. I forgot Sly's still alive.
Yes, he is.
you see his face?
You didn't know that?
I forgot.
Yes, he's alive.
Out of all that shit, Sly done been through all the drugs. I think he's still alive.
I gotta watch that joint.
Yeah,
that's great.
It's great. But anyway, when you think about it,
because I seen some of the. I seen some of it.
George Clinton was talking about. He was like, "Yo, nah, we was smoking crack."
Hey, he's still alive too.
Yeah, George Clinton.
All the Bama's that did all the drugs.
Yeah, bro.
Shrooms are great, actually.
Love your vibe.
But he was saying no. He said we was smoking crack. He said no, but they didn't know. Like, at the beginning, like, crack was a party drug. That was the thing, because they were doing coke already. So the next thing was just crack. You're like, whatever, but nothing. It wasn't nothing to them.
Right.
And then that's what it became a whole thing. But yeah, that shit crazy, bro. Like, even I remember Angie Martinez said she smoked crack before. Like, it was a party thing, bro. It wasn't
right back when it came out. You know what I'm saying?
I might do it. Listen, back then I might do a little bump.
You sound like that white dude. You see, you know the trying to talk about too. He said, I do a little bump, do a little toot, son.
Back in that day, I might do a little bump.
He's like, I didn't mean to smack my wife like that. You know what I'm saying?
I might have done a little bump.
I did a little toot. I might do a little toot.
Listen, back in my heyday, right? If I was back then, listen, let me say this for everybody. I never did drugs to that type of magnitude, but back then, I might have did a little bump. Fucking with Tony Montana.
But matter of fact, you know the same.
I ain't doing no crack. I ain't doing no crack.
I ain't never been no crackhead.
I ain't never doing.
You know what's funny? I remember hearing the saying from, like, older people. They said, like, if you didn't get high in the 60s and 70s, you wasn't having fun. Like they used to be the same. They used to be getting it wasn't just the 70s.
Yeah, 62. They doing LSD, all that shit.
Oh
Yeah,
man, the
saying,
psychedelic drugs.
You know what I'm saying? Take the shroom, take the, you know what I'm saying? All that. Just take the acid and you just psych out.
Right.
I get it. Go for it.
If you look at the all like Woodstock.
Yeah.
I might do it.
But if you notice, like it's like Freaknik got shut down, right? You know what I'm saying? Woodstock was way worse than Freaknik.
Yo, they was raping chicks in that joint, though.
In crowds.
Yeah, it was wild, bro.
You been to Woodstock? Cut it out, man. Woodstock. No.
Okay, so Freaky had the interstate backed up.
Yeah, they did. Y'all didn't see the. So you know what? Do you know how Freaknik started? You know where it started?
It was just a picnic
In Atlanta, right?
No. It started from DC.
But listen,
Oh shit.
Y'all didn't know that? It was people from DC that started a fucking party, and then it went and it got so big that it was shutting down interstates.
listen.
Is it like pulling over and partying?
No, they were stopping the interstate.
On the interstate, I was in it 5 years straight. On the interstate, people was out their cars just partying.
Yes, he's not lying.
Imagine 295 stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
Yo, hey, that's wild though, dog. Yo.
It was a group of people.
Downtown Atlanta.
Yes.
You see all the high-rise hotels and balconies. And
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
holding out their titties and shit. Teenagers, young black people.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go to the south side of Atlanta. No matter what area you, when you go to the train station, because little kids, teenagers was getting locked up because they were going in there. They were having people in the train stations.
Hey, look. Hey, look.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my Uncle Dame. He got the VHS from the
Yeah.
I don't know what's on them joints.
Hey, it started with some people. It's actually,
I didn't realize that.
No, it's a documentary.
They was from DC.
Yeah. They went to school in Atlanta.
That's what it was.
And they went to school. It started from DC. And they went to school in Atlanta.
Shout out to DC. Shout out to Atlanta, man. That's the connect.
Hey, man.
They did.
Right.
Hey, look. We had this conversation on the show, man. We had Sadat X on the show. Shout out to DaPittstop podcast. We had Sadat X.
Shout out to DaPittstop.
Hey, look.
Shout out to Brand Nubian.
Yo. And even Sadat X, he said, man, I know about the beef and broccoli from DC.
I said he actually made a post because he's a doctor now, right?
Yeah, he works
in the hospital.
Yeah.
And he
I don't know if he's
he works in the medical field.
Medical field, though.
But I seen a clip where he was talking about that, because with Jim, Jim Jones, shout out to Jim. He was talking about all of the footwear. I was actually about to go this. This is a good transition. Like he was like, yeah. He was talking about Black Hole.
Because he went to Howard.
Black Hole, yeah.
He went to Howard, yeah.
Talked about the New Balances.
All that.
Yeah, man.
So
we started the New Balance trend. We started, and listen, shout out to Jim Jones. We started that Nike boot shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ridiculous,
man.
That's
we started
New Balance, Nike boots, foam posits,
Timbs. We did all
Timbs, all of it, man. But it is what it is, man. But to speak
shoe
to
capital of the world, man.
To speak towards that, because y'all guys got on some good. I got on my A6. I'm learning how to pronounce it together.
So look, this is the thing about Asics, right?
I'm gonna always say Asics.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to say A6.
I always say Asics, right? It's gonna still be Asics, yeah.
It's just like, are you gonna say Saucony's or Saucony's?
No, Saucony's. But yo, people understand, yo, Asics is a staple in DC, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Asics been
a staple. Like, don't get it twisted.
All of it. Dear Doors, Avia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I wish they would bring back them Avia joints.
Used to have
them running joints.
Yeah.
I
had the all black high top with the clip box.
Yeah. Oh
Avia,
man.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
made every shoe pop.
Yeah, man. And I listen. I wore it with my DDTP shirt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to Von Teff.
Yeah,
Rugged Wear.
No, that was a dope thing about being in our era, bro. Like you can dress in the area. You didn't have to leave the area to get your. We didn't have no FUBU, dog. We wasn't wearing FUBU, none of that shit. We was wearing DTP. We was wearing Hobo, Madness, all that
Madness,
shit,
shooters,
everything. My other drink was Aja Armani.
Aja
Armani.
Bro,
every side of town had their own clothes.
Aja Armani is actually named after the dude that did it. He named it. That's his daughter.
I think so. Mm-hmm.
Aja Armani.
I ain't know. I got a picture right now. I posted with the Aja Armani on
Aja Armani.
And hey, look at
if you knew you had to go over there by the
Central Avenue.
Yeah. And the door was locked, so they didn't let you in.
Yeah. You had to know to do it. Yeah.
Because this was back in the day with this is a different robber.
Yeah.
It's a different type of robber.
So look, the crazy thing about it, look, I never forget. I got an Aja Armani outfit. And I went to Black College Weekend at Kings and Mead. You talking about a good time?
Oh my goodness!
Oh my!
They won't give us the theme park no more.
They
I remember before it was Six Flags and it was Wild World. We used to cut up.
I remember when it was Adventure World.
I think it was Adventure World after Wild World, right?
Yeah.
Wild World, Iron Eagle.
Yeah.
But when I say that was the time, bro, like Black College Weekend at Kings Dominion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they was out there.
Because Kings Dominion is always that's basically Richmond, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
They call it Hanover or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
It's right before Richmond.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
It's right before Richmond.
No, so I wanted to say this though, right? Because we got to get to basketball, right? So y'all got the fresh J's on, right? I can think of everybody thinks because you talking about like black culture, talking about HBCUs, like J's is a thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad now that people can wear sneakers with like suits and slacks and shit like that.
I'm definitely glad.
You know what I'm saying?
Hard bottoms wasn't cutting it.
But is Jordan's sneaker really the best one? Especially when you go back to our era, because I'm about to say 3, I might say 4 players. One of them is a football player when I think of Dion that had better sneakers than Jordan. Pippen, Penny, and Barkley.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say Barkley.
Barkley's was like that.
Barkley didn't miss.
Barkley
didn't miss stuff.
And oh matter, nope, it's 5. It's Barkley, Pippen,
Bo Jackson,
Penny, Dion, and Griffey's.
Yeah, Griffey. Yeah.
Woo, Griffey. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Griffey ain't missed, bro.
Griffey. Yeah, they got to bring all them back.
I want all them.
I want all of them.
Yeah. Griffey.
Jordan had several misses with the sneaker.
Well, he started having
later years.
Yeah. After like 13, 14, he started missing.
Yeah, he did go crazy.
Maybe 16.
He did go crazy. But I think
no, because he had the joints that everybody had when he was playing with the Wizards.
The suitcase joints.
Them
joints is like that. What number was those?
20. Nah, they weren't 20.
The 20s was the one that looked like I think it was the globe looking.
Like the thing you could take off.
No, that was the. I don't know which one.
You could wear it with it on or take it off.
But I don't know which one was. But you know what?
But suitcase was 17.
Suitcase was
17. But then he had a joint. It looked like it was like a cover over top, and it was like a hologram look.
Yeah.
But you didn't take it off. But like, you know what I'm saying? But
it's certain.
Those was the 20s. They had a strap on them and shit. Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man, because Garnett had a good run too.
Who?
Garnett had a good run.
He only really had 2 though.
But he had those 2 was.
I think so. That's the only thing.
Until he left and went with Adidas.
That's the only thing that Jordan has is the longevity of a line. Yeah. But other Bammers had several other shoes that like Bo Jackson. I remember.
I think for the longevity,
he got to win it off of that.
Yeah.
But as far as like
when Braun ain't doing it, because Braun really only got like 5 maybe. That stood out.
He had some great ones though, but
South Beach is by far the favorite, my best joint.
Yeah, but South Beach was the best shoe ever.
And the first ones.
But South Beach, no.
It's another pair. I can't think of the numbers.
That was crazy.
KD had some joints.
Yeah, KD. He had all of the Aunt Pearls. Well, that first wave of Aunt Pearls was crazy. And then when they came, when Nike did the
KD drinks,
the KDs,
the Kobe
Kobe's,
you
know what I'm saying? They did the
LeBrons. Kobe had some drinks.
He had some drinks with Adidas and Nike though.
The Grinches and these reverse Grinches are probably crazy, but
but I'm thinking of like, so for example, this player didn't have like a run, but the Jerome Bettis joints.
Yeah,
them joints was tough.
What they Jerome Bettis was, or was they just like
an Air Max? Because I was going to say that about Weber had.
People don't understand. Bo Jackson never had a shoe.
Technically,
he never technically had a shoe.
Technically,
he never.
He just was wearing them, right?
He just wearing them. Yeah.
But Weber had some good joints. Like he had a couple. Man, Weber.
But what ain't the Weber though?
Like Weber had legit joints.
No, because they had his number.
Nah.
Weber has some Dadas.
All right, man.
No,
all right.
Nah, hold.
You got me in the Dadas.
No, I'm just saying.
I remember because
didn't you talking about the white joints with the navy blue?
I had him in black. He had number 2 on the back of the tip when he was at Golden State.
But like what I'm saying is the reason why I say that is because like Ray Allen had some Jordan 13s that had his number on them.
Right, but they were J's though.
Jordan 13s,
so
you know
one of the coldest drinks I remember, dog. I just recently bought them drinks again. Was UConn versus Georgetown And
Yeah.
AI had the fucking patent leather
leather
joints,
leathers.
and Ray had the up tempo. I just
Yeah,
bought them up
yeah.
tempos just recently too.
Yeah, and I seen up to because it came out. And I shouldn't have. I messed up. I shouldn't have bypassed them. But I'm gonna
But
tell you.
that was just that people understand like, yo,
So
that
what's your favorite
moment right there, that was a sneak. That shit was a
What's
classic
that?
moment.
94, 95?
95-ish, yeah.
So what? And that's when I'm gonna tell you because that's when Ray Allen went to the middle of the lane.
And got caught in the air.
He looked
I remember
up
this.
past it,
Yep.
And hit it.
and he flicked his feet.
Yep. He had a horrible game there. I remember that shit because he played trash that game though. He was horrible that game, bro.
Georgetown was supposed to win the chip with AI.
Yeah, that was with Victor Page and shit, bro. Oh man.
But okay, so
You just made me think about something.
What's your all time favorite sleeper shoe? Not even your all time favorite shoe. What's your all time favorite sleeper shoe? That was like that shoe was fire.
I think I named some of them. That's why I kind of.
Man, it ain't a sleeper, but I would say the Air Bacons, bro.
That's what I was gonna go with.
Yeah,
Bacons is like that.
Yeah,
Like
one
that.
red joints, bro. Red,
The red, black, and the yellow shoestrings.
I'm gonna tell you what was one of my favorite shoes though. It was the Tim Hardaway, the Air T-Bug.
So whole time it's funny you say that because I was going to say, did Hardaway have a shoe because he had something that was maybe he just didn't have a line.
Tim Hardaway had the
Air Raids.
So
so do y'all remember when Gary Payton had the joint?
Because Bo used to wear those. Were those the Air Raids was Tim Hardaway's?
Yeah, Tim Hardaway joint.
But y'all remember he had a second shoe. So Tim Hardaway. So remember when Gary Payton came out with a shoe that you could take the cover off the shoe?
Glove. Yeah, I was gonna say the glove joint.
It had the little,
the hand on the side.
This is fire, man.
Tim Hardaway had the joints where half of that was out and it was a zipper right here.
I remember the T-Bug joint.
The T-Bug.
You're right.
Man.
Tim Hardaway has some. That's what I'm saying. But he didn't have like.
Barkley did have a great run too.
Barkley's was like that.
Barkley.
CB34s is a classic.
Hell yeah.
With the Barkley joints that came out that glow in the dark, the bottom glow in the dark. They get the foam positive joint. The foam.
Oh, I think you're talking about the Sharky joints.
I gotta see those again.
But now you know what got me, man. This is what we talked about this on Soul Tale. Shout out my folks at We Are Something Else with Soul Tale.
Shout out to We Are Something Else.
But yo, Nike got so complacent.
Right, like
they
was putting out so much crack in the 90s.
I'm gonna tell you how. Do y'all know that when Nike, Phil Knight, how I got started, right? Because I watch, the Brands That Built America History Channel, right? So, and go back and watch it because it's like we've been drinking. So, I may miss a step.
I'm thinking of 3 shows. You said that the Hulu doc with Slider Family Stone.
So I'm like I said, I've been drinking, so I may miss that. But the Cortezes came out, right?
Those are original joints, right?
Yeah, but no, he was working for Tiger. The Tigers, so he was working for them, and he was bringing them joints over there. He was selling them joints or whatever. And so he started his joint. I think the first name for Nike was Blue Ribbon.
What year was this?
He looked at his wall, and he was asking what was the name of his company. He looked back, and it was a blue ribbon on the wall with a medal on it. I think he said Blue Ribbon or whatever have you, right? So then I forgot how he got the name Nike, whatever have you, because like I said, I'm drinking. So just please go back and fact check me, whoever's watching. But Aztec was an Adidas.
Talking about Cortez drink.
No.
Oh, Aztec.
The Aztecs was by Adidas.
I think I do remember that.
So what happened was,
Aztec joints.
So what happened was Adidas had Adidas Aztecs. There was
it was a certain shoe.
It was a running shoe because everything was about running at the time.
They didn't have no basketball shoes or nothing.
Everything was about running at the time. Nike came up with their Nike Aztecs.
I remember. So maybe I might be thinking about those.
Adidas said we're gonna do a cease and desist. So, dude that he was working with was dude that was a track coach. He would give his players shoes and he would say, "Hey, what do you dislike about him?" He would deconstruct the shoe, break it all the way down, and say, "I need more cushion," whatever. And he would put the shoe back together with that part of it, right? Phil Knight's partner. So they asked, and this was before the Olympics, and they said, "Who defeated the Aztecs?" And he's like, "Cortezes." He's like, "We're gonna name our shoe Nike Cortez." Yeah. And that's how the Nike Cortezes came about. And that became one of Nike's most popular shoes.
That was their first joint.
Yeah,
that was their first joint.
Because it was going to make it the Nike Aztecs. They was going to wear it in the Olympics. And Adidas already had one. And so they put a cease and desist in place or whatnot, so they couldn't do it. So they
I
said,
gotta watch that joint.
And see, people know, man,
and people
Cortez
don't
is
even
big out in LA. They
Yeah.
love
And
Cortez.
what people don't even know is
Oh, you know what? Now I think about, I got the shoe in my mind now.
And what people don't know about Adidas, a lot of people don't know about Adidas, that it was two brothers. What happened was they got into a beef, so the brother went across the river and made Pumas.
Right. Same shit happened with Aldi.
I'm about to say Aldi,
Aldi,
and
Trader
Lidl.
Joe's, Lidl Jones, yeah, all that shit, yeah.
That's just how, like, you know what I'm saying, when you
Be
think
like
about the
that.
shoes or whatever, like when Nike came about, that's how Phil Knight and
So yeah,
Bama came up with the waffle thing. That's how the Nike waffle came out. He was making waffles in the house, the waffle making. He was like, yo, we're gonna use that as a shoe.
Bro. So he put me
I
on
gotta
to
watch
the
that.
you put I binge watched The Food That Made America. He put me on to that joint.
That's on Netflix, right?
Nah, it's on History Channel. Bro, when I say you find out wild shit on that joint, bro, how the food that like the big chain company like Pizza Hut and Domino's, how they came about and all that shit, bro.
Like some crazy harebrained idea.
Yeah, it's amazing, bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying, before, you know, because I know we got some stuff to talk about. Like I said, that's what Nike, because we were talking about shoes, that's how that all came about. And his son, I want to say Adidas, the guy that his son got Run DMC, and that's how they kind of
They went crazy.
But
I have a question too. We talked about this, yo. Like, I don't think can Nike ever get back to that heyday?
They still in the heyday.
I mean, because they're dominant. They're dominant. They're still dominant.
But you got to remember,
Are they as creative though?
That part.
Yeah, they are. Because we're thinking about it from a standpoint of what we like to wear, right?
Mm-hmm.
We wear Jordans and things. That's our vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Them Vomeros they got out.
Dunks wasn't out.
Dunks, you know what I'm saying? They got the
I remember when Dunks was fake Jordan back in the day. But Dunks used to be fake Jordan 1 back in the day, bro. Man, nobody wanted Dunks. I used to get Dunks from Sports Zone for like $50.
I think you got the Dunks, you got Romeros, you got the Silver Jones. I think they got like something 6,000 or 3,000. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're making that because that's what the kids are wearing. Like when you look at the 8-6,
it's generational.
Yeah, they're just really catering to what they see that's out, that's moving and everything like that. So like working at Nike, man, it's National Air Max Day, it's National Jordan it's National Jordan Day, it's National Kobe Day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all kinds of stuff with like they was giving kids, the people that worked at Nike, I want to say in Oregon, they was giving them tickets for wearing Jordan 1s when Jordan, because it was the same anniversary. It was the anniversary when the Jordan 1s got banned.
Mm-hmm.
So they was giving them citations for wearing Jordans to work. Now there wasn't like I don't think it was like no real thing, but it was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I just think, I don't know. The reason why I brought up that question, because I look at what Adidas doing with the AE1. Adidas is killing, bro. Like I'm starting to see the kids wearing the AE1s, the Anthony Edwards joints.
Right. Harden joints like that.
Yeah, the Harden joints look good.
I gotta give me some Hardens.
So you gotta look at it like this, right? The AAU circuit is major.
Yeah.
AAU circuit is major. We have social media who is pumping it, right? So when you think about it,
that's what Nike only uses social media for real.
But think about it like this though: when you pumping it, like, cause you got the Peach Jam, you got the Nike whatchamacallit,
EYL,
what's the EYBL or whatever. But when you look at it from that standpoint and everything like that, the Edwards, they're a good hooping shoe. You know what I'm saying? These kids don't even wear these shoes. We're from the era where we wear our shoes as casual shoes,
lifestyle
shoes. They're wearing these shoes as hooping shoes. Like when all the kids got the Grinches, like when we went and got those reverse Grinches, whoever have a pair of reverse Grinches, we got them. A lot of people, they wear them with sweatpants. They wearing like, oh, you got the reverse Grinches. These kids bought the reverse Grinches.
It's the hooping.
You know what I'm saying? Like and then you got to remember too, you ain't even just got for Nike. Like I don't know too many women Adidas shoes. You got the what's her name? SQ. My nephew got a pair of them that he hooping.
Oh, Sabrina Askew.
He got a pair of them that he
He's young and to play for New York.
Yeah.
He got a pair of them.
Oh, your girl about to kill him. She about to have a drain. Asia Wilson.
Asia Wilson got a pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about it from that standpoint too, you know what I mean? But like these kids are really like using these shoes to hoop in.
But they're meant for.
But because they're wearing running shoes as their normal thing, or they're wearing, a lot of kids that I see, whether they real or fake, they're wearing the designer shoes.
See, that's something else. That's a great point, because we wasn't wearing designer shoes. We wore basketball shoes all the
Our
time.
shoes was lifestyle shoes.
Yeah.
So we would walk in our J's, but like Jordan was a lifestyle shoe. And shout out to Kanye West, because I want to say Kanye West was the one that kind of started the retro thing.
Yeah, I would say
So
that. Like 2000.
yeah,
Because they really weren't making retros like that.
That shit went crazy.
Yeah, but then probably like around when he started wearing right around college dropout, he started wearing the sixes, the retro sixes, and which was the infrared joints. He's wearing those. He was wearing
the threes,
the Bordeaux, all those shit, sevens.
They just brought all the old shoes back out.
Yeah. So it was him and Don C.
Yeah, Don C.
Yeah, him and Don C. Don C had a rack of them shit. But anyway, they would just find like dead stock drawers and shit.
Right. So like I said, I believe it's Kanye West that kind of started that retro trend. But for us, because it was nostalgic for us, you know what I'm saying? We were wearing them with our outfits and everything. Like, for example,
that's a great point.
Threes, I got on the twos, you know what I'm saying? This was just a vibe for us.
Right.
I seen the other day on Instagram, Bama said, you don't wear Jordan. Why you wearing them J's? I got to find about, I think it was a little rapper or something. He said, you won't wear J's with jeans?
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it, they in the designer, or they into the look
because they wearing designer jeans too.
But look at the wave New Balance had. We was just a 992 when the first came, when our OGs were 574s, 1300s. But then, you know what I'm saying, 991s, you know, 990s,
900 series.
Yeah, but also what got New Balance over too when they started collabing.
Yeah,
they started doing collabs with like the kids like Joe Fresh Goods and Salehi and
Slay
Action Bronson got some.
Well, I think
you look at it like that. Action Bronson shit's hard.
But then you look at it like that.
That like collabing became a thing.
Yeah,
you look at it like
all
this.
the different
but it started with Nike too, with Cactus, with Travis Scott.
Right. Yeah. But then you look at it like this. Crocs got a crazy run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People wear Crocs.
But
they got a Croc. They got a Croc.
I think I might have put the end to the Croc run though. With the Nike joints. Bro.
Yeah, but I know.
I'm talking. Yeah.
But what I'm saying,
Crocs gonna be they gonna be around.
But that's another thing, right? So the kids and then the Uggs. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the variety is different than us, and
that's another good point. It's generational because like they have male Uggs, and Uggs will always be a female.
I'm gonna tell you another one that the kids wear Vans. Bro,
that was a skateboard. That was a skateboard shoe. That wasn't even in our community.
Nah,
I gotta Google it again. But Uggs were actually for surfers in Australia.
When you think about Uggs, this is Australian shit.
I can't even picture that. I ain't think about that.
I gotta Google it. I could be like I said, we've been drinking.
Yeah, definitely has.
Sound right though. I feel like I'm gonna run with it. Sound good.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. So when you think about like a lot of stuff, right? You know what I'm saying. This generation, and then you got to remember who they listen to, who their music is, and who they cater to. Who's their influencers? Influencers?
Yeah.
Influencers. I said influencer. My bad.
I was like, they talk about the code,
the code and shit, right? The flu, but who influenced them? So when you look at it, like who. Like even if you look at the Casanat, you look at what he wearing and everything like that.
It's the same thing with us. Like I said, we saw the Hoopers wearing a certain shoe. That's what we wore.
I mean, not even that too, man. We talked about a different world and all that. Yo, Dwayne Wayne had everything.
Look at Martin.
Yeah, see, I just had to flip up glasses. Like I saw them, I got to get those.
This shit was hard too. Yeah,
I gotta get those.
You look at Martin. You look at Will Smith. They come. Jordan was there. Listen, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Baggy clothes. That's what our vibe. So
we'll never stop wearing J's or certain basketball. It's not gonna happen.
Because
it's an era though. It's an era.
So J's but even with Adidas, they had King Push. He got a pair of shoes. Big Sean. You know what I'm saying?
And we didn't see. So technically, we didn't see that coming up. It was like we wore the basketball player or the football player or the baseball player's shoe. Now you got a rapper or artist, a singer. It could be anybody that is popping can have a shoe or a shoe deal.
But yeah, that's another thing, man. But it gotta make sense though.
But like,
I look some of these people that had some of these brands, they do these deals. This shit don't make sense, man.
But like for example, Katy Perry, she was wearing the 550s of I'm not
New Balance.
Yeah, that shit. No, Katy Perry was Taylor Swift.
I'm sorry.
She wore the 550s and the shit went crazy.
So
that's who started wearing them joints.
Yeah,
so out. No, they were out.
They've been out forever.
Put them on. I believe.
I didn't because everybody went crazy around here with those.
Yeah, so I think she put them on to match something Kansas City.
Right.
Bitch sold out the next day. Something like that.
And I'd have had 550s, but 3-4 years before that.
Yeah. So
But the 550 came back because the Omnia De Leon collab they did.
Mm.
And
Who was that?
What the fuck is it? It's one of them designer dudes. They did. I think it's from Alma De Leon. I think that's the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
The 8.
We've been drinking.
Yeah.
That's my.
We've been drinking, baby.
That's the best part about drinking on podcast. You say something. Wow, hey, look, I was drunk.
Yeah.
I was just talking shit with my home.
We've been drinking. That's the name of the podcast.
Yeah, we've been drinking, dog. But yeah,
we've been drinking. The collab with the pit stop. Put that on.
Yeah.
That's the collab.
That's
the pod collab.
Right.
We've been drinking. I like that one. We might have a couple more minutes, to kind of go into some basketball talk. But
hey, now, we'll see some basketball. Yeah, we go and get it.
I mean, we talking
we
about.
We were all over the Marbury.
We're from football to movies. to
we never talk about the podcast. we talk about our old shit.
We get to that. We close it with that.
This could be one of them.
That's what I'm talking about. Look at that.
Oh, did Duke lose?
No. Good score.
I can't even see that. I don't got no glasses. I can't see shit. What's the score?
45-24.
They ended
oh, damn.
Half on the
and Cooper Flag ain't even playing.
Damn, Carolina got 24 points in the first half.
End of the game. Man, listen, man, it's time to get rid of it.
Okay, so to go to basketball talk, right? We was talking about the Wizards.
Right.
Shout out to Carmelo and 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dope show, by the way. I like
dope show.
Absolutely. But Melo, you said some wild shit. You talking about trading picks, all the picks we got and players to get KD back, which I want KD back home. But the Wizards get the number 1 pick. Who you think they should get?
We ain't gonna do nothing with it.
Who you think they should get?
First of all, we got a clean house.
I'm just saying, I ain't talking about all that.
Listen, man, I don't think the owner even likes basketball. I think
that's possible.
He's not putting no money behind basketball.
I think he likes hockey, and that's what he's going with. Ovechkin is the name right now. Ovechkin is the talk of the town.
Right, that's fine.
He got about a.
But he has a management team.
I need to go catch a game before it's over.
He has.
Me and you had the funniest night, watching the Cowboys game for your birthday.
Oh
man, when they won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Bro, we was at Tap
down the harbor.
Hey, bro,
it was lit in that joint.
Oh, it was lit, bro. Like we was lit when we got that tab too.
Yeah, fried in that joint. But like that's the best part of like drinking and sports. You know what I'm saying? I think sports gambling kind of adds to it too because
I'm so glad I didn't have sports gambling when I was like
when we were younger,
early, because it would have been a problem.
Yeah, you would have to go to gambling.
Oh yeah, I would have been in the gambling out of the joint.
You wouldn't have had no discipline.
Nah, at all, bro. Like I'm good now because I'm older, so I know how to
got a budget and got your emotions under control. To where it's like, look,
bro, when I say it would have been a problem, bro, like I was already gambling without the app.
Right, right.
Yo.
It would have been bad for athletes, especially if they ain't making as much money.
Yeah,
throwing games like shit, man.
Yeah, which I still think some of them.
Yeah, especially does. But no, so I was gonna say Ace Bailey.
I like Ace Bailey. Yeah,
both of them. They got another guy over there too.
Dylan Harper.
Yeah,
Ron Harper's son.
Yeah.
Ron Harper got another son that played with Detroit.
It's just that they make it look so hard, like the score. Like it looks like it's a lot. Like it doesn't. Like they score, but it's like
Ace Bailey don't to me. He's effortless.
Yeah,
but it's still like
he has a pro game right now.
But it's still like he has to do a lot to get that bucket.
That's because they gun it.
It's a team. It's a team.
Yeah, the offense
is the team.
Crazy, but it just seemed like he has to do a lot to get that.
Well, and you look at I like Gilbert Arenas' son.
He's going to be a bucket.
Yeah. So, but Gil made it like he made him like that though. He was like, yo, I'm not. Yeah,
it's a bucket.
Yeah, daughter's nice. But
I've seen her play.
But Gil made him like that to the point he was like, yo, look.
You trained him like a pro.
Yeah, you train him like a pro. But then also, I'm gonna put him on a team that's not as good, where he can be the guy. Because you can turn it off, but you can't turn it on if you don't got it. So
I think I like
he can dial it back.
But his work habits are crazy. Like he trains.
They said he killed Nas Reed.
Yeah,
he killed. I saw that workout. Like
defensive player, one of the defensive players of the year.
Yeah.
First
and Nas Reed is 6'10", 6'11".
Right.
He took his ass out on the perimeter,
killing them.
Right.
And they like, man, one of them dudes made a nigga leave.
And he had a growth spurt too, like over like a 2 years.
He like 6'6", bro,
6'6", 6'7". Like Melo's son gonna be like that, but I like that next wave in generation of where the hooping is going and where the players are. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like the gift that keeps on giving in basketball. Like
the game is gonna be all right, bro.
I think it always will be,
Yeah.
especially like when you look generationally, because now we got players that we watched as coaches. We got new media where they taking over media.
Yeah.
Then you got their sons coming in and they can actually boogie. Carlos Boozer got two.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to Rudy Gay, man. He doing all right on 7 p.m. Brooklyn. So I like
Yeah.
Rudy
Shout out
Gay.
to Carlos Boozer, man, that because he a Duke. Shout out to Carlos Boozer, and when you had that goddamn.
Hey, I'm from Maryland. Cook his ass with that Beijing.
Yeah, that Beijing.
Carlos Boozer.
Shout out
Hey,
to Carlos
for,
Boozer,
for Black History Month next year, we got to say you the first dude to wear Beijing, man.
He definitely was. He was
You the first
mainstream,
dude.
dude. He
In
was.
the NBA
man.
game.
And you was wearing it when you played a sport,
he's talking about
sweater.
it, right?
I saw him. That's what I'm talking about. He said I was London.
Hey, though, you know how bad you gotta be to put Beijing on a ball, though.
No,
And play basketball.
No, he said what happened was he couldn't wash it out, and so the game was the next day, and it was on.
What you put it in there for?
I don't know.
He was lunching.
On the baldy, though, son.
He said, I don't know
That's
if he-
wild, bro.
But he
No,
said
on
that
the
he
baldy is wild, son.
Painted his whole head, and you light skinned, bruh.
Dog.
That shit was jet black.
Nigga spray painted that.
Shout out to-
That was like the first batch of. That was like
Shout out to Duke for that dumb shit.
That was the OG Beijing.
That
too,
was the just for men. That wasn't even really Beijing. That was a beard. That was supposed to be for your beard. He just put that shit on his head. He just wanted to shape up. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, no, that was wild.
So
man.
who the MVP again?
SGA, baby.
I'm going with Joker.
Best player in the game, man. SGA.
Hold on. I ain't say who the best player in the game. I said MVP. That
MVP.
MVP isn't always the best player in the game.
Nah,
SGA is the best player in the game and the MVP.
I think
He may not be the best player in the game, but
the best player in the game is Jokic.
Joker. Yeah, I'll go with Joker again.
Jokic.
Joker don't play no defense.
He do all right.
Joker don't play no
It
defense.
get done.
And they got the number 1 seed right now.
So,
I'll get, but that's organizational though.
SGA scored 50 points
Four times, like 2 weeks.
4 times in 2 weeks, man.
All them games, I ain't pick him to score fucking 35. I think I got him on one of the tickets, but SGA is the MVP. But you just said something. You said who's the best player in the league?
Joker.
SGA.
I seen it in person, bro.
I seen SGA in person.
I seen Joker.
I seen SGA in person. He don't sweat.
Hey, look, I seen Joker give a 50 in person, though. Yo,
I
didn't even know he had 50.
And probably was a triple double.
No, he damn near had a triple double, bro.
SGA, he don't sweat.
Joker's gonna break the Westbrook triple
Yeah, bro, nah,
triple double record.
Hey, Joker's different, bro. Like I say,
man, we don't play no defense. SGA play defense.
SGA do play defense.
he do.
He
I
do.
give him that.
But yeah, I ain't gonna say.
Well, LeBron's still in the league though, so you know what I'm saying. Do we say that he's, you know what I mean? Is he still the best player in the game?
Nobody has a resume that can compare to
Hey,
his
nah, LeBron's
longevity.
the second option on his own team, which is hilarious. But
Right. At this point, that's great though.
no, it works out
But
perfectly.
that's just because he ain't playing a point.
No,
Right,
but
that's
I'm
all.
saying, dog, LeBron's the second option.
Speaking of
That's
LeBron,
wild.
No,
bro.
but that's because Luka can't be a second option.
I know what I'm saying, but dog, that's a good thing to have.
but speaking
Yo,
of LeBron,
Cause LeBron, LeBron, one thing about LeBron, bro, he knows to play basketball, so he can play off the ball. He loves playing on the ball. He don't even care.
That's one of the things, like with the Jordan LeBron conversation, is like LeBron can do so many things Jordan can't do.
He's all around play.
I don't know if Jordan can't do those things.
He couldn't play point.
I don't know if he couldn't because when he played
His competitive spirit.
Yes,
When
he did.
he played point 9 for 9 games. I think he averaged 36, 9, and like 7 or something.
that's my point. He was still Jack. He was still scoring. That's what he is.
Because of the team.
That too.
Yeah, but he still averaged, like he played the point. He averaged 9 assists or something like that.
Right, but LeBron can.
9 games.
LeBron is kind of like.
And that was, but you also got to remember what Jordan was there to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I don't really talk about that comparison like that.
Because they really not comparable. Technically, if you look at their games,
Nah,
one is a
They're
scorer.
both- to me, they're both great.
Hey,
All right.
They're not comparable. One is a flat out killing score. He's
Because the score, to be the lead, and I
you got to be able to score. You
Yeah.
lead.
so that's why you can't take it away from
So,
LeBron.
like I
Right.
said, I get longevity. I get the longevity part of
I
it.
think that gets minimized. That gets minimized. too
Why?
often.
It
To
does.
be able to, for you not to be considered a scorer, and you broke the record
How's that not greatness?
And you consistently average 27. Consistently.
But I still
From your second 20 years, bro.
27 consistently, though, man.
I do want to talk about this, man. LeBron and Stephen A.
That was hilarious.
Let's touch on it.
Thoughts?
To me, I think Stephen A. He feels like he's above reproach in a sense. Like you can't be critical of people professionally in the fashion that you are, and you not deal. And these are these are alpha males. These are top dogs. You can't just keep talking shit about them and think that they not going to come at you certain ways. They're people. They're humans. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what too? I had to think about it too. I had to read because we talked about this on the pit stop.
Mhm.
But I gotta retract my shit because now that I think about it, when I went back and looked at Stephen A. shit, bro, you criticize me on being a father, bro, nigga. Like, bro, if you criticize me on being a father, bro, of course I'm gonna have to feel some way about you, dog.
And that some of the points he used weren't.
He was right about
he was right about those points, but you're just using that to based on like but you justifying you doing your job. LeBron got his son in the like. How many of y'all got your son in the league while you're playing?
No, I get it. But
What you talking about?
like I said on the pod,
Mhm.
right, on the pit stop, you know what I'm saying? I want to know what the premise was, what made it, because this ain't the first time they had mentioned Bronny. It ain't been the first time they mentioned Bronny. He ain't and Stephen A. ain't the first commentator to mention. I mean, he ain't the only commentator to mention Bronny.
Right.
He probably has a bigger platform out of everybody.
Right. But what I'm trying to figure out is what was the premise, what was stated, what was the trigger for LeBron.
Right.
That was my thing. Because from what I heard, I didn't hear anything that, and I could be wrong, I didn't hear anything that said, hey, he attacked Bronny. Because that was his premise about, like, hey, I didn't attack Bronny, I just said
Nah, he actually, and that's the thing, he actually didn't.
I agree with that. But I don't think he attacked him. I think he was doing his job, like he's kind of said on Gilbert Arenas on Gil's Arena. Like, I gotta say something because I talk about everybody.
Right. So LeBron, like, and he said something when he was like, listen, LeBron said that Bronny James is better than half of the league, right? Then we
gotta hold LeBron accountable to that.
Yeah, he put a target on his back with that.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta hold him accountable to that.
Situation with Jaylen Brown, the Jaylen Brown situation, when they said that somebody, I guess, was reading Jaylen Brown's lips, and they said, hey, Jaylen Brown said LeBron's not ready or something like that. Remember, he was
he was at the summer league game.
Oh, Bronny was not ready.
Yeah, he was at the game with his girl. And
shout out to Jaylen. He had a bad one on the side too. Man.
She played in the league.
Yeah,
he played in WNBA, but
Jaylen low key a sniper too.
Hey, shout out to Jaylen and shout out to all snipers sniping.
So his I think that's his girl at the time, or I don't know, but and younger from LSU.
From Angel Reese.
Angel Reese.
That's right. They rolled in there together. That's right. Yeah.
Together. And
combination.
About it. Right. So LeBron made that statement that already put a target on Bronny's back, right? Then you look at it, I think he was talking about like how he was holding up a roster spot. I don't really care if he's holding up a roster spot.
That's bullshit.
For me, the nepotism, it happens all across the world.
Except for with black people.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it happens in the league too, man. You got dudes.
Doc Rivers did it with his son.
Yeah. Not even that, but he actually could. He's all right.
No, Austin Rivers had a hell of a high school mixtape. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
he would have Duke. That's why.
That's why. No disrespect to Austin.
No. I can't stand Duke. You know what I'm saying? I'm
but you know what it is too. Like you don't think coaches pick up certain dudes to be a certain role on the team, taking up a spot. He ain't
seen that shit forever back in our day.
Yeah.
Coach's son always had privileges.
Not even the coach's son. Giannis got his brother.
The Nassas is trash.
I think it's terrible.
Shout out to the Nassas, man.
Shout out to you as a human being.
That was bad. Yeah.
But you got a JaVale McGee blooper tape, bro.
He do. Yeah. That
you got some wild. You know what I'm saying?
He got some wild joints,
last 5 minutes
of the
game.
Them joints, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was. I seen the game yesterday when they was playing the Lakers. He's heckling Luka.
Bro.
Like, bro, relax.
Listen, man.
You need to sit him in the skybox, man.
He should just been an assistant.
He got a ring, I think.
Yeah,
he do.
If I'm there, my brother there.
Nepotism.
Right, but but when you look at it from that standpoint, and Bronny, I think he's averaging. He said some wild like 0.3 and 0.4.
Yeah, because he's not.
He ain't playing.
Yeah,
like,
so what?
That's what Stephen A. is. Everybody that criticizes him wrong with the stats.
Playing, but it's another player in the NBA that's a 15 man that ain't playing.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
DNPs.
Where his stats at?
Right, so that's what I'm saying.
But see, from what I took from it, he was saying that let him go down to the G League, develop his game. We got to remember too, man. He didn't really get to play in college because
I tell you the other day.
Because he had the situation, you know what I'm saying, with cardiac arrest, right?
Bronny almost died, bro. Like we hoopers at heart. If you almost die hooping, like you missed. So first of all, you missed your whole college year.
Basically, he came back the second half of the year,
and you're trying to get yourself together.
You're just trying to get your health together.
Right.
You don't know if you ever going.
Shape.
Right. If your father's in a position where he can get you in the league so you can have the experience, hey, I'm gonna take that.
Who wouldn't?
Right. And I think Bronny, like I told E, he'll be able to develop.
Yeah.
He's still 19.
And he's not a bumper. He can play ball.
No, he can hoop.
Yeah, he can hoop, bro. Like, don't. That's the thing I get people. That's the thing I get mad at people. Like, oh, he can't hoop. He can
Watch him in Sierra Canyon. You can see that he can play.
I mean, watch him in the G League.
Yeah,
cooking in the G League.
I like, and then, but my thing is, the people talking. You can't play ball.
Yeah. He'll bust your ass.
He can definitely hoop. Like, we know that he can hoop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I just
give him some time.
Yeah, we'll just see where.
I think the problem there is that I'm gonna be honest with you. Ain't nobody ever really pressed Steven. Well, I ain't gonna say hasn't ever, because Bama's have,
but not like that.
Not in front of everybody. It'd be behind the scenes, and then a lot of times
we're in social media. So, but
we got me
covering AI. He's been pressed before.
Yeah, but what got me
but we don't find out about it like now. It's a new media age. Yeah. Lou Williams was talking about it on the Underground Lounge. Right. Well, like bro, I'm about to get drafted, and Lou Williams came out a guard out of high school. Mm-hmm. All the people that came out of high school first was big men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was 6'2".
6'2", and you shitting on me. Why?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. When Stephen A. does wild stuff that's out of pocket, he just credits it to him doing his job.
All right, so I guess like we're not analysts, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I am. I'm just not a professional.
Right. Okay. So
I'm claiming being an analyst. I can whip. What's the fat boy at ESPN?
You talking about
the one that's followed LeBron the past 30 years?
Chris
Windhorse. I dog your ass in basketball. You ain't no hooper.
Yeah, but I'm just saying from an analyst.
If he's an analyst, I'm an analyst.
But from an analyst standpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Flag, right? You say, oh, he's not gonna be this, he's not gonna be that, he don't do this, that, and the third, blah blah. He watches game X, Y, Z. So is Stephen A. and I'm just asking. I'm not taking a side or anything,
mm-hmm.
but is Stephen A. critiquing the game correctly?
I mean, he doing.
I think he's doing it from his perspective.
Yeah, he's doing it from his perspective, and it's cool. I get it.
I mean, when you say his perspective, is that personal or is that professional? You know what I'm saying? Because like,
good question.
Because that's what I'm asking.
Good question.
Because remember when Josh Gordon,
well, come to find out,
the best wide receivers, one was the tough wide receiver. He kept saying lay off the weed, everything. Yeah, and we know,
and we see all these athletes come out saying how they can hoop and ball and play off weed.
But come to find out, on the Bronny and LeBron and Stephen A. joint, there's apparently there's been like a little thing between LeBron and Stephen A. for a long time.
Right.
So it wasn't even just that was just the starter brought the camera back, whatever. It wasn't just that, it was a long buildup of other shit, bro.
Right.
Cause he always talks about
even your mind, brother.
Nah, cause he always talks about how LeBron's not better than Jordan and all this other stuff and this and that.
Chasing ghosts.
They
created a narrative about LeBron's career that wasn't real.
Yeah. So and it stems from that too.
Right.
So
LeBron being him.
Yeah, but and I think that's part of it too.
Right. It's built up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay with that. I was just asking, do you think it's more personal than professional? When
I think it's both.
And I think that's the problem. Stephen A. can always lean on the fact that what he's doing is professional to hide and kind of cover his personal opinion.
Yeah.
Because his professional opinion, that's the problem with old media. Your opinion isn't valid, but you're doing your job, so people take it as fact. I'll give you an example. I'll use somebody I gained respect for after I saw his interview with EYL was James Harden. James Harden was painted so negatively.
Yeah, that was a good interview too.
I love the interview.
I gotta watch that.
But the thing is, Harden just doesn't speak for himself. So people, you're out of shape. You go to the strip club all the time. Bam was the scoring champ for 3 years in a row. But you're saying he goes to the strip club and he don't work on his game. So is everybody in the league ass, or is he that great?
Yeah.
No, everybody in the league is good, and he was better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I kind of want to give a public apology to James Harden on that.
You got to work to be that good.
Right. But the media can shape your opinion of players because there is no new media where they can kind of talk to fellow hoopers or get on their own platforms and defend themselves.
Right.
They got to deal with
the
backlash
now. Yeah. That's why I watch, All the Smoke.
Yep.
Some people in Brooklyn.
Right.
Gil's Arena.
What is it called? A headband?
Knuckleheads.
I'm sorry, Knuckleheads.
Shout out to them. Darius Miles, Quinn Richardson.
Yeah, I watched them. I watched Jeff Teague.
Jeff Teague, 720, I think, right?
520.
whatchamacallit got one.
Underground Lines with
Lou Will.
Lou
And
Will.
my man, one of the Plastic Cup boys.
Yeah,
Yep.
and whatchamacallit got one. They Tar Heels. Ray Felton and
Oh yeah, Ray Felton.
I'm sorry,
That's
brother.
why I'm watching because they Tar
Yeah,
Heels. I'm fucking with
That's crazy.
you.
But like, yeah, they
I
got
look
one.
don't watch you.
Arena, you know what I'm saying? They get the, and I mean, of course, Pivot. And
Yeah,
for that,
Pivot.
I Am Athlete. You know, and then you get to speak your piece.
But we hearing from people that we got a connection with.
Right.
Bammers, we ain't just watching. We just playing on the game with these jokers.
You know what
You
it
know
is
what I'm saying?
for me that I appreciate is that they're talking amongst their peers. So their peers know the stories and seen it, but then they get to tell the story. Like when John Wall told his story about what was going on with him.
Oh,
Yo, that
man.
was
Shout out to
sad, bro. I
John
know,
Wall.
like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I talked a lot of shit. I felt bad talking shit about John Wall after
But, like,
that
I
shit.
didn't-
But I never, you know, as a
I didn't
Wizards,
know the gist of the story.
well, as
though.
a Wizards fan, I've always championed John Wall. You know what I'm saying?
Even when they were saying that John Wall and Bradley Beal was beefing, and
It wasn't even beefing.
But that's what, and so that's why it's like, to my point, Stephen A. represents the corporation too much. He can't speak candidly. So he said it on Gil's Arena. It was like his boss was calling, yeah, you got to talk about this.
Yeah.
I mean, but
You could have not talked about the LeBron stuff.
no, he got to because.
But then another thing,
it's that's gonna bring in
But they don't talk about everything in sports. They talk about what they feel like gets headlines.
But
They've been talking about the Cowboys, and the Cowboys ain't done nothing in 30 years.
Because Jerry Jones is Jerry Jones.
But I'm gonna tell you,
That's why old media is not going to last though, because people can go. They can cut the. I don't want to hear about the Cowboys in the summertime when they ain't going to do nothing.
It doesn't matter because First Take and these platforms that you watch on TV.
They go algorithms, yeah. They go algorithms. They also is algorithms, yeah.
Right. But it's going to change though.
But
that's not going to change. But as far as old media versus new media, you know what I'm saying? Like people are going to tap in with the people they trust as athletes.
Yeah. But what I want to say too, also, you got to think about it. It's called sports and entertainment. They don't have shit to talk about sometimes, bro.
They don't.
And they just be having making up shit.
Don't.
They make up. This is how I knew it was bullshit, bro. So, and now it goes both ways. It goes with news as well because
because it falls on the media.
Yeah, it falls on media. And news shouldn't be entertainment, but they make entertainment with these opinion based shows and all this other shit.
That's why major like political media is bad.
Yeah,
because it's not information the way it used to be.
It's bad.
It's perspective.
Ring, white ring.
Yeah.
That's it.
But my thing was like, what was funny, but that's how I know it was bullshit because I'm looking at Skip Bayless, yo. When Dane pressed Skip out, and Skip said, "Man, I don't got nothing to talk about, bro. Like, it's entertainment, bro. Like, I ain't even no beef with you, whatever, yo." He said that. So then when he says that, it's like
you discredit
your
shit,
bro.
Platform of what you're doing. When you look at, I look at, like, for example, Gil's Arena, like last summer, right? Or they have like they'll cover the summer league like they can cover the summer league. Like they in Vegas.
Yeah.
They talking about player development.
Right.
They talking about who's on the rise. They talking about
and they at the game. They there
at the game.
The reason why I like watching the athletes podcast is because I feel like they got better inside information than
they do. And they got inside stories, yeah. And they got the
so like, for example, I just seen something where Gil was saying that they was after that Dallas series when the Miami played Dallas.
Mm.
You talking about the LeBron when they lost to the whiskey?
Yeah, they was talking about trading LeBron for Dwight Howard.
Damn.
So Orlando?
So they Google it, look it up.
Oh, I ain't questioning you. I just ain't hit. I ain't catch that particular episode.
Like I said, all this is on. And something.
Hey, like you said, we be drinking.
Some of the stuff on social media, you got to believe some of the stuff.
You got to fact check.
Take it with a grain of salt.
You got to fact check, but you take it with a grain of salt. But that's what I'm saying. Or like when like even with Melo, you know what I'm saying? Like on his stuff, and
he's another one. They painted.
Yo,
put in a bad light,
bro.
Bad
narrative Melo too, man.
But for what? Like
yo,
they
it was George Carl, bro. He was hard. Yo, George Carl was horrible, bro.
We gotta put like the fuck Trump song, like fuck George.
Yo,
like what's wrong with you, bro?
Yo, he's a piece of shit, bro. Like
you sat Kenyon Martin for Eduardo Nahara.
No. When he told Melo when he first got there, yo, your game, you could be like more like a deadlift shrimp. He was like, yo, what? Deadlift Shrimp not a bum, but come on, bro.
But Deadlift Shrimp was not a franchise player. What are you talking about? Deadlift Shrimp was a beast on NBA Live when he was playing beside Reggie Miller and Rick Schmitz and the Davis brothers. Yeah. That's crazy. But that also shows you how great Dwight Howard was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and for him to not be on 75 was crazy too, man.
Let's talk about that real quick, man. 'Cause that's the old versus the new.
What did you take off?
All them old Dolph
You
Shades.
can't take them off though. You got it, but you got to have representation.
There's several old big men that's not better than Dwight Howard.
They not.
They not.
But
Bill Russell wouldn't have a better.
But you got to pay homage.
I'm saying he wasn't better than Dwight Howard.
Let me tell you something. Anybody that can run up and down the court
It's
With Chucks.
Yeah. And jumping like he was jumping.
anybody can run up and down
And
the court.
he had to run for white people too. Yeah.
I'm not saying take him off the list. I'm just saying, like,
anybody can run up and down.
who else was that? It was Dwight Howard. Westbrook was on it, right? McGrady was off of it, wasn't he?
McGrady wasn't on there.
And that shit was funny. He was on the joint, and the dude said, "Man, something. What was you doing?" Or something. He's like, "I'm 27 years old. I got this."
That was hilarious.
I averaged 30.
Cause okay.
Yeah.
and that's another thing. Let's talk about stuff like.
Was
that.
Penny on that joint?
Penny went on there.
So injuries matter.
Yeah.
Like if you're
they going overall career. Dame was on there though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no way Dwight Howard wasn't on there, bro. If any, I know
Dwight. People were saying Dwight was a monster, bro.
He took his team to the chip.
Yeah.
That team.
Vince.
And dog, if Dwight's not on that Lakers
Vince
team,
wasn't on there.
No, I'm saying Vince was on that team.
Yeah, but
Vince Carter wasn't on that team.
He went on that team. Nah,
that was Turkoglu, Rashad Lewis, Jameer Nelson.
He came next year.
Matter of fact, that team had Skip to my Lou on it.
Yeah. Skip was balling though.
Cooking.
Skip smacked
it was somebody that was
smacked his head.
I remember that shit. He smacked nigga head, but that was wow.
Yeah. Eddie House, I think.
It was.
Yeah, they was wrecking. Yeah. He smacked his headband off, I think.
He hit a tray ball, I think, and he was like, smack his head. Damn, Skip, what happened, man?
Hey, he's a dude from Harlem, so.
Hey. But, when you think about the league today, right, versus the 90s and 2000s, now we're in this
generational beef.
Like you think about it like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We almost coming to an end of another era.
Bro, we just seen it. Yeah.
KD.
Steph.
I
never had Steph 37, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You figure D-Wade, he's retired. Melo's retired.
Yeah.
Chris
Bosh
Paul.
retired.
Chris Paul's damn near 40.
Chris Paul, Bosh. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I was at Central when Chris Paul was at Wake Forest, bro.
Yeah.
Like I remember going to go see. Yeah, I remember going to see Maryland play with Steve Blake and all them, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why you hear the conversation now about who's the new face of the league, and that's that corporate talk. Let them hoop. It's not. They don't care about, especially this younger generation. And then they getting too much money. First of all,
yeah, they don't have to be.
They don't have to be the face of the league. They got a bag. The other dudes was being faces of the league because it brought more money and endorsements and shoe deals and stuff like that. Right. They got that already.
Yeah, you don't need it.
We don't need it.
But then the face league, it works itself out, bro.
Right.
We know it works itself out.
And if you really want to. If you want to be like looking at it,
you don't got to put a title on it,
right? But if from a corporate standpoint, if you're smart, you put one of the European players on there so you can build the game abroad. You're gonna have to build a foreign league. Well, I'm saying like to expand it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm talking about, they got the new African league. You hear him talking about developing an NBA league in Europe, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really want to be honest, I have more. Put Giannis or Jokic or somebody like that.
Wemby,
you keep giving them the MVP, and it's going. I think it is.
It's gonna be Wemby.
I think it's the way it's set up now, from a
Wemby.
youth standpoint, and where. Ironic, if you look at France, look at the draft especially past 3 years, but French players have been number 1, number 2, number 3. Couple like this past draft, they had 5 French boys going to top 12, 15 or something like that.
I mean, foreigners have been doing that for a while.
I know one person, they banking on your man. They want him to be as good as he advertised though.
Ant-Man?
Cooper Flag. They want him to be that good.
Right.
They want him to because
he's a Duke player.
I don't see it.
But if you notice, they do that with Duke players.
I don't see it.
They do that with.
I don't see it either. But they want him.
Let's be honest,
Cooper
man.
Flag can
Hold
play.
up.
He can play.
Let's be honest. Let's since we Duke on, they beating us.
His UNC bias is coming out, man.
Nah, man. But let's talk about who is really from Duke. Like all the Duke players, right? Let's talk about it.
Kyrie.
Kyrie's the one.
Yeah.
Kyrie.
He's the one.
Grant Hill.
Zion.
Jason Tatum.
Zion ain't nope. You can't even put.
I mean, you
Zion
still
in
gotta
there.
put him in there.
He would be next.
No, you can't even put him in there. What has
Elton
he
Brand.
done? They're looking to get rid of Zion.
All right, he's still good.
He all right.
All right.
He all right.
The problem with him is the injuries and just his.
Cam Reddish, R.J. Bird. I think Cam Reddish better than both. I think.
What about Elton Brand? Elton Brand wasn't good though.
Right, Corey Maggette, Carlos Boozer,
solid.
Boozer.
Solid.
Yeah, solid. I'm not saying comparing like
I mean,
star power.
dog,
It don't matter.
let's be real. Let's be real. Out of UNC,
No.
yeah, Michael Jordan. That's it.
No, the USC. No. So I gotta
You
be
got
honest.
Rasheed Wallace.
That whole team
You
was
got
like that.
Stackhouse.
Vince Carter.
You got Vince Carter. I'm going, bro. I'm going.
James Worthy.
You got, oh shit, Perkins.
James came out there.
That Sam Perkins.
Sam Perkins came out there. Antoine James came out there.
That whole
Slow
they
down.
had, at North Carolina got some legendary teams that played together a couple years, like that Jordan team.
Kenny Smith was there.
Kenny Smith was there. All right.
I'm just
This
saying.
is before Jordan was Jordan that we know.
Hey.
That team had like 4 or 5. But like I said,
but when you start going down the list and you start comparing to Duke and going about it, you're like, it's like not the same, dog.
No, name them. Name them.
All right, for every Rasheed Wallace, you got Elton Brand.
He was way better than Elton Brand. Let's stop it. Stop it.
I don't. Elton Brand
was good.
Yeah, Elton Brand was good, bro.
Stop it. In the draft, you're not taking Elton Brand over Rasheed Wallace. Stop it.
Did they come out the same year?
Nah, they can't wait.
You're not taking them.
Brand came out after.
What about Shane Battier?
You're not taking Shane Battier over no team.
I know you're not taking him. I'm fucking with you, right?
No, like that North Carolina, like Stackhouse, Vince Carter, Rasheed Wallace. Who was the point guard? Ed Cota?
That's the only person that really. Ed Cota should be.
Eric Montross.
We had Shammond Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Nah, man, y'all had what's the name too, man?
What's the man that came off?
Tyler Hansberg.
Yeah.
Psycho
T.
Psycho T.
That's the basketball. What's the left hand quarter? That's the basketball Tim Tebow.
He definitely is, dog. Yo,
saying, like,
this is how cold Urban Meyer was. I didn't know Tim Tebow couldn't throw, bro. Urban Meyer was a cold ass coach. I didn't even know he couldn't throw, bro.
He don't develop quarterback.
Bruh. Nah, that's not what he do. That's
Yeah.
why he a commentator now. Like,
But I'm just saying, like I said, like I get it, Cooper. But like I said, you got.
I don't think Cooper Flag is going to fall within.
Now, granted, you do have some players that they put in recently, such as your Brandon Ingram. He's solid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, Duke gets some diaper dandies. We ain't got no diaper dandies right now.
So, of course, Tatum. Tatum is
Tatum
like when you get talking about Kyrie. Like honestly, when you talk about Kyrie and Tatum,
it don't matter because we have Jordan.
They always gonna trump you with the Jordan.
It doesn't matter. We got Jordan.
I know what I'm saying, dog. You always gonna win. You
got
can't
that
win
one.
with Jordan, dog.
Now it's interesting you say that, right? Because Tatum is on a great trajectory.
It's not gonna do nothing to Jordan. What shoes does he wear? Who is he signed with?
Fuck that got to do with playing?
Who he signed with? He signed with Team Jordan. So at the end of the day, who is Zion signed with?
Hey,
Team Jordan.
Motherfucker, Stephen A over here. Yeah?
Right. Stephen A. I'm just telling you the fact.
That's
Stephen
fact. But
Stephen A.J. over there.
The shoes somebody wear. Right. That's
Stephen
the
A.J.
That's the nickname.
You know what he said? I always wanted to sign with Jordan.
Right. So that doesn't speak towards his impact on basketball. Tatum is in position. Him and Jaylen Brown can win more chips than Jordan.
That's not gonna happen.
Nah,
You don't know that.
ain't gonna happen.
It ain't.
Not in this era. There's too much free agency. They get paid too much there. You're never gonna win.
They're not gonna keep that team together.
Nah, I don't say how they can.
So you don't think nobody can win 6 chips no more?
Nah.
No, we got Bob McAdoo.
That's a dog.
He had to dig an archive of that.
I know. First of all, he had to Google that.
Yeah.
He went to North Carolina before he was born.
Yeah,
I know you got Brad Doherty. Yeah, Brad Doherty too.
Brad Doherty.
Brad Doherty, but I just had to confirm. But Brad Doherty do race cars now, and that's that.
But nah, he was a hell of a player.
Cleveland,
He was tough, man.
Hey, listen, man, we had Julius Peppers.
I like that. Hey, Peppers was like that all the time.
Hey, funny story. I mean,
and shout out to the home team. We had Ty Lawson.
Yeah.
That's like I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lawson,
Shout out to Clinton Maryland.
I didn't realize how big Peppers was, real post. But
yeah,
Nick,
6'6". He was doing that at 6'6", 280.
Bro, I'm in Central. You know, North Carolina dudes, UNC just come on Central, hang out, or whatever.
Because y'all had it was HBCU, you had the
it's right down the street. Yo,
it wasn't right there. So you had the black girl.
no, it really was. No, it really.
Space.
No, it really was. It wasn't that far. No, it was only like
about
30 minutes.
Yeah, not even 30 minutes. Like 10 minutes away,
yeah,
man.
Tobacco Road, but listen, it wasn't about the.
No, it was all the chicks. We already know what it was. Yeah, you had the black chicks, bro. We got it. But look, we had the matter of fact, it was funny because we was at a Q joint when they do like the crossover shit. When they cross over whatever, they had the Q
Yeah,
joint.
Rashad McCants. We had Herson Bonds too.
Bro,
Mhm.
all I
Good
remember,
players.
you know how you had like all the little sororities out there, fraternity shit out there, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I look and I'm walking with my head down and I see this big ass shoe. I go, fuck out of this nigga feet, dog. Yo, I look up, this nigga it's fucking Peppers though, yo. Like, yo, I ain't never seen the dude that big in person though, dog. Like the Bama arms is like
He was an athletic
yo.
joker.
And he played. Listen, he played.
You know who else you said? I think if I'm not mistaken, he went to North Carolina.
He did.
Not him. I'm thinking about but I'm thinking about another two-way player. Was it Ronald Curry?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronald Curry.
Yeah.
He was Mr. Basketball and Mr. Football.
And
He
Mr.
was
Football.
cooking in VA.
He was in the same. He was a Hampton too. But what's his name?
Yeah, he was supposed to be like
He was him.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't pick a sport. He should have picked a sport.
Yeah, he ended up playing football for.
He should have stayed. I think he should have stayed with
even
football.
Like I said, we had Brendan Haywood too.
Yeah, Brendan Haywood.
What? Anyway, I'm a Wizards fan, man. He was JaVale McGee. He's an unathletic JaVale McGee before McGee.
Hey, whole time I didn't know Brendan Haywood that funny though. I've seen him talk like
he has a great personality.
He's hilarious, bro.
He talked about Kwame Brown. He was like, Kwame Brown didn't know who Dr. J was. He said, I thought he was a real doctor.
I'm clipping this one up.
Hey, look,
first clip.
Hey, look, that sums up Kwame Brown's career in a nutshell right there. That lets us know why Kwame Brown had the career he had right there.
Hey, yeah, go ahead. We only got a couple minutes left, man. Plug the podcast, man.
Yes. I'm sorry, man. The Kwame Brown years was so bad.
Oh, man. Shout out to Kwame Brown, though. Is he still got his podcast?
I don't know.
Oh, man. Damn, that's bad.
But the DaPittstop podcast, man.
Anyway.
It's me, E, aka R Money Bags, and my man over here, Jay Every Day.
Every day, baby.
Shout out to our other co-host, man, Kenny, aka K Ego, man, Daryl Trill Mitchell, man. Hey, Shifting Gears is killing on ABC right now. Our guys in it, Daryl Trill Mitchell, man, doing this.
Shout out to Chill Mitchell. Y'all know who Chill Mitchell is. Go look up House Party.
All you guys say is don't bump the table, yeah?
Don't bump the table.
Yo, chill.
It's going to be a problem.
Hey, look, man, the podcast has started as a homage to our great friend Ronald.
Homage to Ronald J.R. Pittman.
Shout out to our dog, man. Big Pitt.
Yeah,
love
man.
you. Miss you.
Yes, we
gonna always carry your legacy, man. Always.
One of the greatest conversationalists ever, dog.
Yes,
like,
sir, yes, sir.
I mean,
Funny
he was a walking podcast, bro.
It's himself.
Yeah. Like every time I used to talk to that Joker, man, it was always a 45 to hour conversation.
He'll get you into an argument, man.
Oh yeah.
And you'll just start arguing for no reason. Didn't even know you was arguing.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to Pitt. We named the podcast after Pitt, man. Kenny and I was doing another podcast called Bar Drinks and Entrees. Pitt blessed the podcast, and then so we had E. When we started the pit stop thing, it was crazy because summertime we was doing
We was on AMP.
We was on AMP,
Mm-hmm.
and we was doing about Drinks and Entrees, and E would just come through, and then we just started doing it. And I asked E because E's a great navigator of a podcast, man. So shout out to you.
He's the podcast original. He got me in the podcast the whole time.
Shout out to my man Grayson, man. OT show.
Shout out to Grayson.
So me and Kenny, we was all over the house, and Kenny was talking like, "Yeah, man, E would be a great, a great addition to the pod." And we had already talked to Chill about it, and Chill was cool with it. He liked what we was doing and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we was sitting there in Kenny's basement, and pretty much I was just like, "Yo, man, we need, I like to do the pod, whatever have you, you know what I'm saying?" And we was like, "What we gonna name it?" I was sitting there, we was watching the game. I don't know what we was doing, but I was just thinking, what we do. I was like, "We're gonna name it the Pit Stop," and that's just how that joint came about. Pit Stop
Beautiful
podcast, and I said, it's just, and then we kind of ran with it. It's just like, when you think about the pit stop, when you think about NASCAR and you think about racing, they get off and they change the tires, fuel up and all that just to get back into the race, the rat race, right? That's what we did. And it was crazy because then it all synced in because we got the victory lap.
Yeah.
And shout out to the clothing that you got on the marathon clothing. Shout out
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nipsey and
long live Nip.
Man.
Yeah. So it all goes together.
It all goes together, man.
And so our show is, well, for us, the show's about, look, you come on our show, it's a reset for us, man. reset, have a good time. 3 things that we gonna do. We give you the
Mhm.
3 E's, man. We gonna enlighten, we gonna educate, and we gonna entertain.
Yeah.
You get all those 3's in the pod, bro. And for any of y'all podcasters out here or
That's
just on the
it.
show, get those 3 E's, bro. That's some game right there, bro.
Yeah.
You get those 3 E's, you're gonna have a good podcast.
And what
bro.
it does is when you come and sit on our couch, or you know, you come to our podcast, pretty much what it allows you to do, man, it just gets you. It just that allows you to take a break from the monotony. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That you come back and reset, because when you come to our podcast, it gets you off that gerbil wheel and everything like that, the rat race. You come over here,
And that's why we
sit
stay away
down.
from politics.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that you can actually be who you are, and then you
Mhm.
reset yourself and you go back out there. You know what I'm saying? That's how we came up with the concept.
That's what's up, man. I love y'all guys, man. Been rocking
So
with
yeah,
y'all
that's
for years.
look,
man.
every Thursday on YouTube, man, we drop,
Yeah.
and then on all streaming platforms, Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Yep.
YouTube. It's what it is, at the DaPittstop Podcast.
On everything.
On everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Please check us out. You know, man. And you know, our thing is come follow us, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Also, man, make sure y'all listen, man. Cool conversation, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, nah,
Yeah,
hey, look,
yeah,
man.
yeah, I appreciate y'all.
Man. Appreciate it, man. Hey, look, this is Sandbox, dude, man. I know
Yeah,
it, man.
yeah.
We've been doing this
Over 30 years.
Yeah, man. Doing this. Oh yeah, and then shout out since the pit stop here, man. I'm gonna tell a story that Kenny told me about you and him.
Oh man, I don't know if we got enough time for that one.
I'm gonna go through it real quick. So Kenny told me that Hunter spent the night at his house one day when they was kids, and they were playing basketball in a little basketball hoop, and they got into it. And they got into it over a couple buckets, and Hunter pushed him through the closet. Hunter pushed him through the closet, knocked the closet doors off the hinges. Knocked the closet doors off the hinges.
I had anger issues when I was younger. You know?
Knocked the closet door off the hinges.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool Hunter anger. Yeah.
That's my story time. To give
Glad
Kenny,
it was quick.
Yeah, to give Kenny his.
Hey man, now we shitting on Hunter. I gotta give you another one. Hunter encouraged me to read more. You know what I'm saying? He was an asshole when he was a kid. Yo, I started reading because of this nigga, dog. I was in 6th grade. I fucked up an atmosphere. And hit this nigga talking about, I never forget. I said the shit wrong, whatever. Nigga, I would read a lot in 6th grade. Yeah, I ain't read. This nigga, these when the niggas just read all the time for no reason.
Always on punishment. That's
that's how I was reading. And he's watching Jeopardy and reading.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
why he knew all the he knew simple shit for no reason because he's watching Jeopardy and reading all the time. But yeah, I fucked up with atmosphere. And to that day, nigga teased me because I didn't say atmosphere right. He went he wrote look, this how his asshole moved. He gets out the chair, he's walking past me. He said, "Hey, E, spell this." Yeah, I'll say this, pronounce this. I'm like, man, fuck you.
Hey, we out, man. That's cool conversation. Shout out to the Pit Stop Podcast. Love y'all, man. I'm